Hello everybody, how's it going? TGIF, happy Friday. We don't normally stream on Friday, so this is kind of fun to do something different. And you know what's also different? We're going to be starting a brand new game tonight, something I've been so excited to start. That's right, we're starting the Altars tonight, which is the newest game from this from the studio who did This War of Mine and Frostpunk. Frostpunk is actually one of my favorite games of all time, honestly. Definitely my favorite, like, simulation city builder, however you want to categorize it. I don't know how many hours in Frostpunk, especially the first one. The second one was okay, but the first one in particular, I absolutely loved to death. So I'm a little bit embarrassed to say I didn't even realize this game was coming out, but that's sometimes fun. It's sometimes fun to just have a game sort of come out unexpectedly. I had no hype for this because I had no idea it was coming out. I saw it during the Summer Games Fest weekend, and I was like, wait a minute, that looks really cool. And it was like coming out in 2 days, and I was like, oh my god, this is so fun. So I've been wanting to play this now ever since it came out last month, and so it's a brand new month. I figured it's a perfect time for us to start a new game, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be starting the Altars, and yeah, it's going to be a bit of a new game double-header weekend. We're going to be streaming tonight, and then we'll be live again tomorrow as well with more Altars. So we're really going to dive into it here this weekend, and I'm super excited. From everything I've seen, the game looks fantastic. Of course, I've been doing my best to avoid seeing a whole lot of it because I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but from what I have seen, it looks great. And one thing that I'm super excited about is it actually has Twitch integration. So once we get into the game, you guys will have to let me know if it's actually working. I tried to set this up earlier today. Basically, there should be an overlay that you're able to access, and at key points during the story, you guys can vote on various decisions that I can make. I believe that's my understanding of how it works. So fingers crossed that that actually works and you guys can actually have some input on my playthrough, because that's always really fun for you guys to be able to interact with the stream and for me to hear what you guys are thinking. So we'll see how that all comes into play. But regardless, hello, hi Bronny, hi Sharp. It's so good to see you both. I hope you're having a great Friday. I am extra excited to be here because A, we're starting a new game that I'm really looking forward to. And B, to be completely honest with you, I have had the worst week ever. It was one of those weeks where everything that could go wrong went wrong. We had issues with our vehicle. We've had issues with our apartment. We've had issues with our finances. It's just every single day something has went wrong. It has been a nightmare week, to be honest with you. I am just like so mentally exhausted, and so I'm extra freaking excited to just hang out tonight and play games. This is exactly what I needed to cap off a terrible, horrible, no good, awful week. So thank you guys for being here. I hope your week has been going better. I know a lot of my American friends have a long weekend this weekend. Yay, America. I don't have a button that makes an eagle screech, but if I did, this is where I would use it. So happy 4th of July to my southern neighbors, and happy Friday to everyone else around the world, unless there's some other holiday that I'm not aware of, and I apologize. But yeah, that's it for me. I gotta be honest, I don't even want to talk about my week. It was so terrible. So feel free to tell me about your week, but I think I'm just going to get right into the game here. Let's load up and make sure, we've got all the settings tuned the way we like them. I want to double check the Twitch integration. Let me know if you're able to see that on your end, and we'll go from there. Hey, Noella, preach on the nightmare week. Oh no, you had a bad week too. I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, we both need this tonight. TGIF, let's relax and hang out. I hope you're nice and cozy. Noella says, I see that I'm allowed to sabotage you. So I gotta be honest, I don't 100% know what the Twitch integration does. Can you guys sabotage me? Let's see, I just want to go into settings again. So you go into streaming. I've installed the Twitch integration. So it was my understanding. Oh, you guys can't see the game, sorry. 1 second. 1 second. You guys should be able to vote on some key decisions, I think. So, yeah, I guess you can sabotage me. Noella says, I'm not going to vote in your favor. Exactly. All right, so that's all on. I think if you hover over the stream player, you should have some overlay there, or maybe it won't show up until we really get into the game. We'll figure that out as we go, I guess. But it looks like everything here is all set up, so that's good. It'll give stuff on the side to click. Okay, perfect. Good to know. Thank you, Noella. Gameplay, everything's just standard. Subtitles on. Graphics good. Audio, as per usual with a new game. Let me know if I need to make any adjustments to the audio once we get in there, and I can tweak things up or down. But I think for right now we might be good. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Let's hit new story and hop into it. So first we get difficulty. I'm doing my hair so in and out on chatting ability, of course. No worries, no worries. The Altars is a mixture of various gameplay genres. Feel free to adapt the difficulty levels of each element to your own preferences. You can change these settings at any time. Okay, so you can change the action elements from easy, moderate to hard, and then the economy, which is the survival and economic challenge, to standard or challenging. So I'm just going to do standard and moderate for both difficulty aspects. And we'll get started. Here we go. Welcome to the Altars. I'm really, really excited. We don't really know it, but we sense it. There is a sister ship to our life, which takes a totally different route. While the sun burns behind the islands. Thomas Transtromer, the Blue House. Hey Kev, how are you? You arrived just in time. Welcome to the Altars.
How did I end up here? My whole life, all its ups and downs, led me to this place. Far from home, far from anyone I know. A journey whose route is unknown, and the destination out of sight. Was this path just a random sequence of events that I had to follow? Or was there ever another way? Now, heading for the unknown. I can't really tell. Is this the end of the road? Or is it yet another branching?
Well, that's a dramatic opening sequence. Hi Pyro, hi DNA, how are you? TGIF, welcome to the Altars. We're just getting started here. Noella says, I'm living for that mustache. He was kind of giving like Pedro Pascal, honestly. I think our main character is a handsome fellow, and it also looks like the graphics in this game are gorgeous. Holy crap. Look at that water. Euro, hi!
62 months along the path of a random sequence of events.
62 months! Thank you so much for the resub, Euro. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Altars. As you can see, the prologue has just begun, and I've got a feeling we might have crash landed on this strange planet. Yeah, this is freaking gorgeous. Oh, man.
I need to figure out what happened.
Alright. This is our protagonist, Mr. Mustache. We'll call him right now to start. You're good, you're hating your work? Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, DNA. Hopefully things get a little better. TGIF to everybody. Happy 4th of July to all my American friends. I hope you enjoyed your day off today. Oh, we've got an emergency flare here. And, damn, this is quite a storm ticking on the beach. Alright, let's we'll head this way. It's like a nice evening in St. John's, DNA. Oh, really humid though. Ooh, I hate that.
Emergency flare from my capsule. I should look out for those.
Look out for those. Alright. Ooh. That lightning though. Hold shift to run. Got it. I'm off work until Wednesday and just finished the first Palace in P5X, so it's a good start. Excellent. Glad to hear that, Euro. I was saying earlier, my week has been the week from hell. It has been absolutely freaking terrible. Everything that could have went wrong this week went wrong. Between vehicle issues to apartment issues to financial issues, it was just like every day was something new. It has been the worst week ever, and so I am beyond excited to be here with you guys tonight to hang out and play some video games and forget about the real world for a bit, because I really need to unwind. So thank you guys for being here, and I really hope we enjoy our first look at the altars. It is going to be a doubleheader weekend. We're going to play out the altars tonight, and then I'll be live again tomorrow as well with more altars. So we're really going to dive into this game this weekend, so hopefully we like it. Otherwise, you know, we'll do something else tomorrow. But this game has been on my to-play list ever since it launched last month, so I'm really excited. I'm finally getting around to playing it. This is also our first stream of July, so we're starting a brand new month with a brand new game, and yeah, it should be pretty good. I did post the schedule for this month in the Discord. It's also up on Twitter, and it is here on Twitch as well, so you guys can take a look. We're not abandoning Blueprints or Breath of the Wild. Both games are still going to be in rotation. They're just sort of going to be paired with the altars as we go through the month, so should be good. Yesterday the sewage backed up at work, so we shut the library down early. Oof. Sorry to hear that, Noella. That is a nightmare.
Deceased. What the hell?
Also, uh-oh.
Not much I can do for her now. Oh, I gotta find the others.
Well, we found someone, but I don't think she's going to be of much help here, unfortunately. This landscape reminds me of the cliffs at the end of Act 1 of Clair Obscur. I can see that for sure. The unique geography of these cliffs is very similar to that. It seems like a... I mean, I don't want to judge a book by its cover, but seems like maybe not necessarily the most hospitable planet? I don't know. We'll find out.
Shipping crash. The capsule's intact. Looks like she died inside of it. I don't get it.
Maybe she had a heart attack or something when she was falling from the sky. I don't know. You didn't stay long enough to really do much of an autopsy there. Also, I guess our main character's name is Jan, not Mr. Mustache, but I kind of like Mr. Mustache. Discord, how do I join? We do have a sub-only Discord. One of the mods can get you set up.
Mobile base. There it is.
Oh.
Dolski here. Anyone copy? If you can hear me, I've located the base. I'm gonna try and get down there.
Interesting. Okay.
Maybe they landed closer to the drop-off point. I gotta keep moving.
So that looks like the world's largest parachute. Presumably that's how our giant wheel mobile base got down here. It seems to have landed pretty much intact. That is one big wheel, though. I hope it's got some good brakes, or that shit's gonna roll right into the ocean. I see some other parachutes over there as well. It must have been a multi-shoot operation. This doesn't matter at all to the gameplay, but the parachutes in this are really well done. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, well, that's not true. I was gonna say you don't often see parachutes in games, but I guess it depends what type of games you're playing. If you're playing like a extraction shooter kind of thing, you're gonna get parachutes, but the type of games I play, I feel like I don't see parachutes very often, so yeah, shout out to those parachutes. Really, really well done. I don't know what this like weird pink red substance, it kind of looks like oil, like the sheen, which is concerning because once the rain stops, I hope this whole place doesn't go up, but I don't know. Could also just be like poison. Probably want to stay in our nice spacesuit for now. I can only assume we were all up in some sort of spacecraft and crash landed here.
What? No. That's impossible. They can't all be.
Everyone's deceased.
Why?
Wheelbase intact, Jan intact, but the rest of the crew cries. Yeah, by the looks of this, we might be the only survivor. So you can see all their pods down there. Warning, radiation! Oh god.
Now? Oh shit. It's rising fast. I gotta get to the base.
Okay. That's not good. Maybe that's how all my other crew members died? Sure, they landed down here safely and intact in their pods, but maybe the radiation got them. I don't know how radiation-proof the pods are, but clearly my suit is not fully radiation-proof because you can see those levels are spiking on the little screen on the back of my pack there. Alright, we gotta go. We've gotta go. Uh-oh. My screen is getting all flickery. That's not good. Okay, sprint, Jan, sprint! To the giant wheel! God, this game is beautiful. Ominously beautiful, but beautiful all the same.
The elevator. Quick.
Okay. I think we arrived just in the nick of time. Uh-oh.
Come on.
There we go.
That was close.
Phew! Alright, we just got an achievement. The Survivor. Reach the base. Day 1. Okay.
Hello?
It is 9
Anybody
p.m.
here?
and I'm tired. Fair enough.
For a moment, I hope someone else made it.
New task. Is anyone home? Find the communications room. I have to find the communications room and call for help. The company might not know about the accident or that someone survived. So this is where I guess the base management part of the game comes into play. I'm just so excited to see how these different almost game genres are going to mesh here, because this looks really, really cool. So we want to go to the communication room, which is one up and then to the left. Okay. Wait, what does this do? Airlock unavailable. You should contact Earth before you exit the base. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay. Shift W. Okay, nice. Nice. Here we go. Calls available. Perfect. Let's establish a connection with Earth.
Hello? Hello, can anyone hear me? Mayday! Mayday, anyone?
I can hear you, Captain Machine.
Audience voting. Okay, this is the part I'm excited about. So this game does have Twitch integration, and I'm hoping I've got it all set up right. But basically, whenever I'm not sure which dialogue option to choose, or which alter to support, I can activate the Twitch vote option to let my viewers express their opinions. To do so, press V when the voting prompt appears on the screen. You will always see the latest poll numbers. The voting will end the moment you make your choice. You aren't obligated to follow your viewer's most popular choice. The vote won't start automatically at the beginning of the next dialogue. You have to activate it yourself every time. Okay, that's cool. I can see your storage and management. The alters tab is still loading, I'm guessing because we don't have one yet. Yeah, let's see if it works here now in terms of voting. So that's good to know, that I do get to hear your opinions, but I don't necessarily have to follow them. That's good to know. Because God knows there might be some people here trying to sabotage me, Noella. But let's see if this works out. I was really excited about this feature because it's always fun to obviously get you guys involved with the game. And yeah, let's give it a try. So here, I can press V to start Twitch voting, and then you guys should be able to vote. Let me know if you can see that on your side. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Okay. So our two options are to say, I'm not the captain, or this is the new captain speaking. Wow, imagine not trusting my choices. They're the adventurous ones. I'm gonna make us a badass, dominant man fit for our mustache. Hey, look at me. I am the captain now. This is the new captain speaking.
Great, yeah, this is The new captain of the mission speaking, Jan Dolski. Corporate ID 4672B. I'm afraid the former captain is gone, together with the rest of the crew. Hello? Can you get me out of here?
Imminent danger. Short time remaining to sunrise.
Okay, doesn't seem like we've got a very stable connection to Earth here, and what is getting through is imminent danger. Time remaining to... You guys are split on this. What danger, how much time? Probably how much time? I feel like that's important. Hey. There are full cowboys in the hallway? It's currently, Calgary has a summer festival every year that we're very much known for, the Calgary Stampede. And it's the time of the year when everyone who lives in the city pretends to be a cowboy for 10 days, and apparently they've appeared in the hallways out there. The distortion on this voice comm is giving me XCOM PTSD. I fear I'm too black to not ask about the danger. Alright, well, I'm going with Noella. What danger?
What do you mean? Remaining to what?
Uh-oh. No answer?
Talk to me. What's the danger?
Planet activity rising. Similar days remain. Lethal proximity.
I heard lethal proximity. Well, that's not good.
Oh, no. Don't you go all fuzzy on me. Lethal proximity. Oh, useless quantum nav system. Where the hell did it send us? Lethal proximity of what?
Please, reading before star approaching. It's bad. You must escape. Proximity star.
Yeah, this call is fucking useless.
You mean a star will come and burn this planet? And I just have days to escape? Is that right?
Oh. Okay, Jan put more of that together than I did.
Sunrise. Perfect.
So that's why the radiation levels are spiking, because there is a star closing in on our position. Okay, we don't know how much time we have, but we know that there is a time limit, so that's good to know, I guess. Hey, Death, don't you go all fuzzy on me. Hey, PK, how are you guys? Happy Friday, TGIF. Welcome to the altars. We're just getting started here, so you've arrived just in time. All right, so in our manual, we've got a database where we can learn some background lore about everything. First up, we've got evacuation procedure. Welcome to the evacuation functionality manual. In case of an incident that jeopardizes your mission and the safety of your crew, please follow the safety protocol and move the base to a safe location. The following steps must be accounted for: refueling the base, manufacturing necessary equipment, securing food supplies. The steps will be automatically tracked on your HUD. So what you're saying is this base is capable of movement. I guess the question is, because it is just a big wheel, am I just gonna like roll around the planet, or can I actually fly out of the atmosphere, out of the orbit, and away from the impending doom? This is the very start of the game, like we literally started 20 minutes ago. Triple star systems. According to recent Allied Corp research and based on data collected from multiple missions, triple star systems are considered as potentially related to a very high probability of discovering rapidium in the Allied Corp classification system. The precise correlation between triple star systems and rapidium is yet to be scientifically determined, but according to some hypotheses, this may be related to the unique radiation cycle observed on planets belonging to such systems. Rapidium, as a highly unstable element and itself emitting significant amounts of radiation, seems to be less elusive in the presence of such specific radiation patterns, as if fine-tuning its life cycle to the environment, I think. Allied Corp employees should be aware that thanks to these findings, in the upcoming years we are bound to witness a significant rise in missions sent by the Quantum Navigation System on course for a triple star system, should such a system be identified in the vicinity of an Allied Corp exploration vessel. This should, by all means, result in a notable increase of successful rupidium extraction and a major breakthrough for Ally Corp and humanity alike. Mission captains must be informed, however, that operating on planets belonging to a triple-star system involves the need for some precautions. The complex gravitational structure within which the planet operates, apart from being the source of rupidium-friendly radiation, may result in life-threatening events, such as periodic lethal proximity of one of the suns. Okay, this is making sense now. So we must be in one of these triple-star systems, aka a solar system that has more than one sun, and because it has so many suns, there are dangers such as periodic lethal proximity of one of the suns, annihilation of the planet's surface, and immediate destruction of all life forms. Okay, this is ringing bells. In order to maximize efficiency, even in the event of such occurrences, Ally Corp has equipped its vessels in the cutting-edge SIBA evacuation functionality, enabling the crew to extract rupidium while avoiding hazardous conditions. In the case of landing on a planet belonging to a triple-star system, please consult the SIBA evacuation functionality manual for further instructions. The above information is the sole property of Ally Corp and is highly confidential. We kindly remind you that any infringement of your confidentiality agreement will result in legal measures. We love legal jargon at the end. Okay, last we've got quantum navigation. The quantum navigation system is a state-of-the-art route planning solution designed and implemented by Ally Corp to optimize the efficiency of space mining operations. How does it work? While the crew remains in cryosleep, the system actively monitors the ship's surroundings, modifying its trajectory and setting it on course for the most probable location of valuable resources. Based on cutting-edge technology, it collects massive amounts of quantum information, analyzing it in real time to determine the highest probability of discovering rupidium in nearby systems and eliminate non-efficient exploration. So what you're saying is we didn't even choose to come here. We got on board, went into cryosleep, the computer thought this was a good place to go, dropped us off here, and now we're like, oh fuck. Blame the quantum navigation system, I think. With the expectation of finding rupidium is classified as moderate or high, depending on mission-specific settings, the ship's trajectory is adjusted accordingly and landing procedures are initiated. A notification is sent to Mission Control to ensure maximum support at the onset of new environment exploration. The above information is sole property, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Alright, interesting. Did that mysterious voice say the star name? Not that I heard. I don't think it came through clearly anyway. Tiff, 1 purple, 1 black, 2 purple, or 2 black? Oh, all the purple. 2 purple. Maximum purple. Alright, new task. Escape the sun. I have to find the evacuation procedure and get the hell out of this place. If I don't get the base moving in time, I'll burn to death. Nice. Nice. And then we also need to gather 60 metals outside. I won't survive long without some basic equipment. I need to craft a scanner to find resources, but I don't even have a workshop. So, luckily, we do have a section here about manufacturing necessary equipment. Locating organic matter deposits requires the deployment of an Ally Corp polygonal scanner. This handy tool, alongside other necessary equipment, such as mining outposts and pylons, can be crafted in the workshop module of the base. Okay. Got it. So I guess we gotta go outside. Yeah, we've got a command center, a communication room, a quantum computer, the captain's cabin, machinery, and a bunch of storage. How's the quantum computer looking? I mean, I don't know much about quantum computers, but it looks to be relatively intact, so that's probably a good sign. Let's go down, I guess. Command center. Base navigation allows you to plan and start journeys between locations. Base building. Build new modules. Okay, so to build a workshop, we need 40 metals. And we've already got 30 metals, so that's good. We just need to go find a few more. Time to go outside into the, you know, radiation zone. I guess we can check out the captain's cabin. Whoa, this looks cozy! I mean, I am the captain now. I made that very clear. So this captain, or sorry, these quarters are all mine. I like it. Okay, and this is where we can access some of this stuff. Cool. All right. Well, we've got no time to lose. Let's get outside. Wait, where's the airlock? Oh, one up. Airlock. Exit to planet surface. Warning, the radiation levels at night are deadly. Exiting the base is currently not permitted. You can rest in the captain's cabin until tomorrow. Oh, well. So much for getting out of here quickly. They're gonna make me sleep whether I want to or not, I guess. It has been a long-ass day. Apparently I'm exhausted, according to the menu at the bottom left, so I suppose it only makes sense we tuck into this comfy-looking bed. Day 2. Sunrise in 8 days. We have to get out of here in 8 days? Oh god. Okay. This is my energy bar. It shows how many hours we have before you get tired. Once you're tired, you're still able to work, but every task will take much longer. Interesting. Okay. So we can work till about 8 p.m. and then we'll be tired. I'm pretty sure there's a way... Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't really use a 24-hour clock, so I want to change it to a 12-hour clock. Yeah. Alright. So we can work till 8 p.m. and then we're gonna be tired. Which makes sense, if we got up at 7. Alright, let's go outside. Shallow deposits. You can find shallow deposits on the planet's surface. They contain a limited amount of resources that can be extracted quickly. They can be recognized by red dust. Approach the deposit to interact with it. Looks like the weather's just as shitty today as it was yesterday, to be honest. But yeah, here are the giant parachutes that we saw from above. I was wondering if I could investigate any of my other crewmates' pods, but I think they were all out in the water. Yeah, this water doesn't look very natural, does it? I wouldn't be drinking that, that's for sure. So we've got a map, which is nice. The base very clearly marked. AMK TGIF. And here we go. This is what we're looking for, I think. E. Nice, okay. They gave me 3 medals. I need a lot more. Oh god, okay. Looks pretty cool though, my big wheel of a base.
That looks like our ship's cargo drop.
What does? Over here? Oh. Ah.
It's filled with the crew's personal items, including my stuff.
Literally our luggage. We got a multi-tool, a convenient set, one of a few things everyone should always have in their pocket. I used it countless times to open bottles, fix things, and, well, open more bottles. It was a birthday present from Mom for my 18th birthday. Of course, she pretended it was Father's idea, but I knew better. We love a Swiss Army knife. Also, I love how I opened this. Left everything else inside. Family photos, whatever else is in there. I only took out the multi-tool.
Make you feel comfortable.
Okay. Fuck the rest of that stuff, I guess. I know you love the multi-tool and it's triggering good memories, but geez Louise, you could have took some of the other stuff too, couldn't you? Anyway, we'll take it. I see some more medals over here, I think.
That shiny rock might be a source of
Whoa!
metals.
The time speeds up there as you harvest those metals. Okay, cool. That actually gives us just as many as we need, although it would be a shame to leave these behind. I'm sure we'll find use for them. I like that time just automatically speeds up while I'm extracting those. Yeah, I don't want to get too far from the base, but at the same time, I'm sure having additional metals on hand is really going to come in handy, so I'll just do a quick lap of this perimeter. It's only lunchtime, so we've got time. Okay, I see some more right over there we'll grab, and we'll get back. Luckily, it seems like the radiation is down today. Yeah, I don't see any of my other friends' pods, unfortunately. We found our luggage, but that's about it for right now. Alright, let's go back to base. We've got 157 medals, so that should be good. I'm lots of days in and I never noticed him actually opening the luggage. I find you don't notice some types of things when you're playing versus watching someone else play. It's, in my opinion, easier to notice small details when you're watching someone else play and you're not worried about actually controlling things. That's one of the benefits, I think. Speaking of, obviously, I know Bronny has played this game, but has anyone else checked out the altars? Or is this a first look for everybody? Okay, so we can build a workshop. Tools, components, and other important items can be created here. The most important part of the workshop is a state-of-the-art 3D printer. Whoa. Alright, we'll put that right next to the command center, I guess. Beauty. And then I can't build anything else? No, I can. Oh, but just like corridors and elevators. Okay. And then what about expand? That requires research. Okay. One thing at a time. We now need to craft a scanner. To create an item, first schedule work in the workshop queue. You can then work on the queued items at the workbench. Euros' first look for me, I knew nothing about this before tonight. Yeah, so this is by the same developers that did This War of Mine and Frostpunk. Frostpunk is probably my favorite city builder slash simulation game of all time. I freaking love Frostpunk. And I had no idea that they were working on a new IP. I actually saw the trailer for this when we were watching trailers for Summer Game Fest. I was like, what the heck? That looks so cool. And luckily, by the time I saw the game, it was like, yeah, it's coming out next week, so I didn't have to wait long. So I've been waiting a couple of weeks to play the game, but yeah, not having to wait too long is always really nice. So I've obviously been trying to avoid any gameplay or anything like that, so I've been going into it really blind. I watched the trailer at Summer Games Fest, and that's about all I know, so we'll figure it all out together. Here is the scanner. It's used to scan the planet's surface for deep resource deposits. So for anyone just joining us, this apparently is sort of a blend of different genres, which is always a lot of fun. It's sort of like an action-adventure game, a survival game, and like a base management game. So it's like kind of a whole bunch of things into one, which I think should be pretty cool. All right. I do like how time automatically speeds up when you do tasks. That's fun. Okay, next up we need to find an organics deposit area. I need a source of organics, otherwise my supplies will quickly run dry. I have to find a good place for a mining outpost. Organics. Please ensure that the SEBA base has enough fuel for the upcoming journey. In case of fuel shortages, locate and harvest organics on the surface of your planet. Blue smoke is a characteristic indicator of organic deposits. If fuel shortages are detected, the evacuation procedure will be assessed as too risky, and the quantum computer will prohibit its initiation. Okay, so the organics are used for fuel. Got it. So I got my scanner. I guess now I can use my scanner to pinpoint organics areas, or I just follow the blue smoke. I don't know. The first step to scanning a deep deposit is to find the deposit area. An organics deposit can be recognized by blue smoke. Okay, so we have to find it first. Ronnie says, I still think the blue smoke looks greenish. Okay, keep an eye out for blue/green smoke. I can see the red smoke. Oh, I see the blue smoke. I mean, I'll give it to you. It's like sort of a teal or a turquoise, perhaps like an aquamarine. It's definitely more of a bluey green, depending on how you see colors. I could see how you'd think it looks green.
I don't have a climbing hook. Not yet. I'll have to find another way.
Okay, I guess we can craft a climbing hook at some point, but can't get there either. God damn it. The two spots I found I can't even access. Okay, let's see if we can find some more. I don't like how the ground is getting like all fuzzy over here. What? I feel like this is maybe not normal. Yeah, this looks sketchy as fuck. Okay, I'm going back. I'm going back. I don't know much about like radiation or how it presents itself, but I've got a feeling that it's probably bad if I go that way, so. Let's look for a different source of blue smoke, shall we? Damn, the blue smoke over there was so accessible. Well, accessible to my eye, but not accessible to my character, apparently. Yeah, I don't want to go too far away from the ship. I've just got a bad feeling about it. Let's loop around this side, I guess. Blue smoke. Green smoke? Blue, green smoke. I don't know. That's our suitcases. Dude, we might just have to go make a climbing hook, because I don't see any more. Thought I could jump over that. Yeah, I literally don't see any more. Okay, let's go see if we can go make a climbing hook. Yeah, I don't see any others. Okay. Come on, Jam, we gotta keep moving. Hut 2, hut 2. Oops. Still getting used to the layout. No, one up. Okay. Workshop. How do I craft things again? Production. Climbing hook. Oh. I cannot craft it because I need 120 organics. AKA what I was trying to make the crafting hook to gather. Okay. Good to know, climbing hook actually requires organics. So, back on the hunt. I guess I didn't look over this way. More parachutes over here. Ooh, what's this? Another piece of our ship? Yeah. More luggage. Ooh. We got a calendar from over a decade ago with photos of luxury cars. Whenever I felt like a loser doomed to spend his life in a mining town, I dreamt of having one of them. In my fantasies, I would just hop in my muscle car and drive away from my miserable life into a cheesy sunset, never looking back. And we also got a night sky projector, a cheap projector that displays stars on the ceiling. I bought it during a school trip as a gift for Mom. Turned out, Father wasn't a huge fan of shitty plastic trash cluttering his bedroom, so Mom suggested we should build a blanket fort in my room and use a projector inside. I found the security of a home there. Silly as it may sound, this projector makes every space warmer and more comfortable. Oh,
Where my stuff landed here.
that's so sweet. His mom sounds so sweet. His dad sounds like a jackass, but... We've also got The History of the Universe. A CD? Or no, I think it's a movie. Millennia after the fall of humankind, a father tells his son the history of the universe. Damn.
Is that a movie?
Yeah.
Alicorp even thought of entertainment at the base.
It says, you found a movie among some other things from a cargo drop. Perhaps there's a way for you to watch it in the base. Well, we'll get to that if I don't, you know, die first. Okay, maybe I can, like, get up over here? These are the only sources of blue smoke I see, so there's gotta be a way to get up. Climbing hook required. What about that? How do I look at my map again? Maybe I do have to go back in the scary part. I don't know. I don't see any other blue smoke here, and I don't know if I'm just missing it or if it genuinely just doesn't exist. That is the only blue smoke I see. Alright, guess we're gonna have to venture further from the ship. Ooh, there's metals over here. Do-do-do. More metals. Ooh. Can climb up here. Okay, I am almost out of energy and I was not able to locate any blue smoke. Tiredness versus exhaustion. You ran out of energy and became tired. In this state, physical work takes much longer. If you stay up until very late, you'll become exhausted. Each minute of exhaustion causes you to wake up later the next day. Well, I can stay up till 11. I'll just do like an hour of mining. Oh! Between 9 and 6, the radiation levels on the planet become deadly. Get back to your base before your suit breaks down. Why is everything in this game so difficult? Okay, first I'm tired. No, first I couldn't find the blue smoke. Then I got tired. Now the radiation levels are getting deadly. Things are just going from better to better. Alright, we spent the entire day looking and I could not find any organics. So we'll just take our metals and go home, I guess. This is really sounding like me playing Stardew. This is just sci-fi Stardew. The screen effects while the radiation is increasing is really cool. Really stressful, but really cool. Oh god, we don't have much time! Radiation level critical! I know! Come on! Whew! God damn! Radiation barrier. Your base is supplied with a radiation barrier that prevents dangerous radiation from entering it. When the barrier is on, the environment inside the base is safe and inhabitants slowly recover from radiation. When it's off, the base is exposed to a small radiation contamination which slowly irradiates everyone in the base. In order to work, the barrier consumes radiation filters, which can be produced in the workshop. You can toggle the auto-loading of filters in the machinery module. This option will keep the radiation barrier turned on for as long as you have filters in storage. Okay. So do I have one of those? When radiation levels are worrying, I have to turn the radiation barrier on and make sure the base is safe. Okay, so I gotta go down to machinery. Nothing is easy around here! Radiation barrier, auto-load filters, okay. Okay. Radiation filters are on, we shouldn't die overnight. And I guess we'll just go to bed. Hopefully I've got better luck tomorrow finding some organics. This is stressful because, as you can see, it is now day 3 and sunrise is in 7 days and I've done basically nothing to start. Alright. Just want to double check at the workshop that, like, I didn't somehow figure out how to make a climbing hook? No, I didn't? Okay. Okay. So we found a great source of metals, but I didn't see any blue smoke over that way. I don't know about you guys. So maybe we'll go this way today? My radiation levels are obviously still high from last night, but they appear to be decreasing, so that's good. Now this is the way I came down. Oh, it's blocked. I can't even go that way. It's blocked. Okay. So literally the only way to go is the way I was investigating yesterday. Sort of like ambient noise while you're out exploring certainly doesn't give me like a sense of security either. This shit is kind of spooky. To be completely honest. Alright. Also, I haven't eaten since I crash landed here. I don't know if people in this timeline don't need to eat or what, but I guess it's one less thing to worry about. Right. Blue smoke, come on. Come on, game. You've given me so many medals. and no smoke. This is ridiculous. Is the only smoke on the map the stuff over there that I can't access? I don't know if I want to waste time extracting those metals. Ah! Oh, I have food. I've got mush, and I've got raw food. I guess I haven't gotten to that part in the tutorial yet where I need to eat my mush. Okay, I'm going back to the blue smoke that we located one more time. I literally have to be missing something. Because that is the only blue smoke. Oh, wait, I'm just thinking. Maybe I can wrap around in this spooky area that I was avoiding, but I feel like we have no other choice. And get to the blue smoke this way. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, it's Rapidium!
Rapidium?
If that's really Rapidium, this mission might not be doomed yet. I need to contact Earth and plan the next steps. That's why it's so weird. This is the mysterious matter we actually came here to get.
I feel strange. I have to get closer. Make sure.
Whoa, what the hell? This is so weird. Rapidium.
I need to collect a sample.
Okay. We got a couple samples of Rapidium, and obviously there's a lot more left to mine. So we'll keep that in mind.
Unbelievable. So the useless quantum nav system isn't that useless after all.
No, it got you to a planet with Rapidium.
It knew where it was sending us. Except... maybe I survived.
Yeah, okay. Ah, yes, this did bring us around the back way so I can get at the organics, thank God. Oh yeah, there's a ton here. Nice.
Smoke. I should look for organics here.
The scanner allows you to find resource deposits. By placing and collecting and connecting probes, you can uncover the concentration of underground resources. Look at the scanned ground and try to pinpoint the place with the most intense red coloring. That's the deepest point of the deposit. Okay. Ooh. That's pretty red right there. So what do I need to do now, though? How do I extract it, rather? Yeah, I need to go this way a bit more. Oh yeah, no, it's getting even more red, I guess. Oh, there's a ton here. Ah, there we go. Okay, that did something. Hold Q, select build, then select mining outpost. Placed on resource deposits. Connected to the base to extract resources. Oh. Interesting. Using pylons, you can connect mining outposts with the base. Each pylon automatically connects to nearby structures. You can see possible connections in the form of green lines when you have the pylon equipped. Pylons can also be connected to each other. Place them in a line to connect the mining outpost with the base. Okay. Okay, cool. So we probably want to place this, like, as far away from the base as we can. To get, like, a maximum range, you know? Probably like here. Use pylons to connect the mining outpost with the base. Okay. Alright. Pylon.
I still can't believe it. If it really is rubidium, this could change everything. I need to report it.
Looks like harvesting organics is a lot harder than harvesting metals. Requires a lot more on my end. Okay. So, how do I connect it to the base, though? To go, like, right up to the front of it, or? Oh, I see. Another green line just started. Got it. Okay. Nice. You've connected a mining outpost to the base. And you can move quickly between base and mining outposts using fast travel. Okay, cool, cool. Alright, we've got our little pylon system set up. So now, does this just automatically gather organic matter? Or how does that work? Outpost. Production. Yeah, it looks like maybe it extracts every 2 minutes. Bronny says, you scanning the first organic spot went better than it did for me. I placed so many scanners. I mean, I felt like I placed so many scanners, so... Rubidium. Let's learn more about it. What is rubidium? First discovered accidentally by an ally corp near space exploration vessel on the 842 Hermes asteroid passing Earth, rubidium revolutionized the way we think about accelerated growth. Called by its enthusiasts the time-traveling element, or the savior element, it emits a unique type of radiation, CoXY, which can transfer raw energy directly into the mitochondria over organic cells, projecting matter into versions of its future self within hours instead of years. Why are we exploring the most distant corners of space to find it? The answer seems obvious. Multiple research confirms that the potential of rubidium is almost limitless when it comes to infusing life to crops, even in the most challenging climate conditions, while reducing the time and resources needed to grow them practically to zero. The implications are immeasurable. Finding and collecting a substantial amount of rubidium will allow for the restoration of agriculture on Earth, putting an end to the global catastrophe of hunger. Ever since making this groundbreaking discovery, Ally Corp has become fully committed to bringing the savior element to Earth. It makes continuous efforts to invest both in accelerated growth and space mining technologies. Interesting. I mean, I can see how that would be very valuable, that's for sure. So I think the organics are just going to gather over time. We'll see if that happens, and for now we'll go report our findings. Well, if we can get through, I guess. Establishing another connection with Earth. See if the call's a little less fuzzy today.
Hello? Anyone copy?
No, still pretty fuzzy.
I went out to find resources, and I found a cave full of something. I think it might be rubidium. You hear me? I think I found rubidium.
You sure about it?
I finished half my head and it hurts so bad, but it looks so cool from one side now. Look, beauty hurts, right? It sounds like you need to take a little break, though. Alright, so they're asking, I think, are you sure about that? I mean, I'm pretty sure. That shit looked fucking weird. Chat's also sure, so yeah, we're all sure. We're sure!
What? I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, what else could it be?
Test it.
Test the Rapidium? How would I do that?
New blueprint provided. The womb.
The what? Huh?
A blueprint? The womb. You want me to build a womb?
Sample of DNA provided.
That's a weird thing to do, or to suggest me to do. There's only one way to find out if this is Rapidium. Build a womb. Huh? Hey, Idaho! No more, no Timmies have arrived in chat, unfortunately. We're still waiting for them to, to stop by, unfortunately. But TGIF, it's good to see you. I gotta agree with chat here. I'm not just gonna say, okay, I need to ask more questions. I know I can barely hear this guy, but who are you?
Who are you?
Why are you telling me to build wombs?
The womb, huh?
Okay.
A DNA sample, huh? I guess it makes sense. Rapidium speeds up organic growth.
So for anyone just joining us, this game, well, it's a great game, or it has been for the first hour, but another thing that's really cool is it does have Twitch integration. So through some of those conversations, you'll see that I had dialogue choices. You guys are able to use the overlay on the stream to actually vote for what you'd like me to say. So feel free to participate during any future dialogues. And I guess we gonna build a womb. Okay. How do I build stuff again? Command center. Still getting the hang of this. Moving and removing modules. You can change the position of your modules whenever you'd like. Simply hover over a module and press left click, then move it to the desired spot. You can also swap the module with another one. Oh, that's nice. That's convenient. The womb, connected to the quantum computer, contains a soundproof cell growth capsule. Okay, so it can go... there. No, wait, that's not gonna work. So wait, it has to be next to the quantum computer? Or can I just put it there and then build an elevator? Seems like it works. Give it a shot.
Okay, so I have built a womb. Now, what could possibly come out of it?
That's a real question. Test Rapidium.
Here goes. DNA sample. Rapidium. I'm starting to worry this wasn't such a good idea.
A sheepy!
Oh, of course.
I've got a friend! Okay, love, look!
Oh, no, you need a name. I think I'm gonna call you Molly.
Molly's a good sheep name. Can you pet Molly? Please tell me you can pet Molly. I got an achievement for
Molly?
petting Molly.
Oh, you don't bite, do you?
I love how Jan gave her a blanket and pillows. Like, he is taking care of the sheep. Not gonna lie, the toxic part of me was waiting for it to traumatize you by exploding. Well, it hasn't yet. I wanted to double check. I can't tell if the organics are just harvesting or not. Like, nothing has come in yet. For now, we'll report our results back to Earth.
Okay, I built the womb and tested the Rapidium. The DNA sample provided was a little surprising, but it worked, I think.
I think they named it Molly after Dolly, the first clone animal who was a sheep. Oh, that makes sense.
Hello? Can you hear me? I have a sheep on board. You're responsible for 2 lives now.
Go. Successful. Really help Rapidium.
Successful. Really found rupidium. Yeah, apparently. I mean, I grew a sheep out of it, so I think that's proof, right? It's amazing, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, I did. It's fantastic, isn't it? I just have to get out of this alive to claim my medal.
You're in imminent danger of short time remaining to sunrise.
I know that. But I'm just a builder. I'm not trained to move the goddamn base all by myself.
As near as those.
Okay, well, that didn't help. Well, at least we confirmed that we found rupidium. We now have a sheep friend, so we're not all alone. And, I think what I'll do is I'll go back to the outpost and just make sure things are working up there. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, I actually have to work at it. That makes more sense. Okay. Alright. We'll just work here until we're tired. We'll go home. Perfect. Okay, and then luckily from here we can just fast travel back to the base, I'm pretty sure. I don't even need to go outside. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we didn't harvest 180 organic matter, but we did harvest... How much did we harvest? I don't see it. Oh, over here, 142. Okay, cool. So with that, I can now make a climbing hook. So I should probably get that. I was gonna leave it to like day 6 before backseating that mining advice. Cool, so we can make our climbing hook. And then we'll go finish harvesting the rest of our organic materials tomorrow. Before we go to bed, I'm gonna go say goodnight to Molly. Hi, baby, good night.
Never thought I'd be so glad to see a sheep.
Oh, I just realized actually on the back of Jan's jacket it says Project Dolly. Is that a reference to the first cloned animal, do you think? Alrighty, night night everybody. We get one day closer to our impending doom. Hey Meerkat! TGIF, happy belated birthday! Happy belated Meerkat Day. I was literally shocked when we all found out the coincidence between your birthday and Meerkat Day. That is too good. Alright, nice. So, yeah, this makes it super easy that we can just fast travel to the outpost. Hey, Ash, how are you? Thank you so much for the raid. It's good to see you, my friend. TGIF. Hope you're having a good day so far. Welcome to the Altars. This is a brand new game that we're starting tonight that has been on my radar for quite some time. We're about an hour in, and so far I'm really loving it. So thanks for popping over. Hope you had a great stream tonight. Oh, you were playing Persona 4 Golden. Amazing. Persona 4 Golden is literally one of my favorite games of all time. So to that, I say good choice. Everyone, go give my friend Ash Parth a follow if you're not already. It's good to see you, Ash. Alright, we spent the entire day out here gathering organics, so we finished that task, and our new task is to build a kitchen. I need enough food to survive the journey, which means I also need a kitchen. Fair enough. Excuse me. Depending on the circumstances, the evacuation procedure of the SIBA base can take up to several days. Proper nutrition of your crew during that time is essential. Food supplies can be prepared in the kitchen module. If food shortages are detected, the evacuation procedure will be assessed as too risky and the quantum computer will prohibit its initiation. Okay. So it took till, what, day 3, but we're finally dealing with food, day 4. I think that's kind of funny that that wasn't the first priority, but anyway. Meerkat's gonna be making a D&D map. Ooh, fun. Meerkat seen the first few hours of this game. Yeah, so I've obviously been avoiding spoilers because I like to go into things blind, but from the little I've seen of it, I knew right away that this was something I wanted to play. It's gotten really great reviews so far, so I'm so excited to check it out with you guys here on stream. From what I understand, it's an interesting blend of like base building, simulation, and like an action-adventure style game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I hate to raid and run, but I gotta take a shower and relax before bed. Work in the morning? Of course, of course. I totally understand the need to decompress after stream, especially when you have work in the morning. So, thank you for the lurk, Ash. Good to see you. And alright, let's build a kitchen. We'll put that right next to the captain's cabin, I guess. Oh no, it's too long. Oh dang, it's so long. Okay, that's going up top then. The kitchen is going atop the womb. That's a weird thing to say. I also just noticed we have, like, random elevators. Well, no, I guess we needed those if we ever want to get to the small storage. I'll just build another one. Elevator. Perfect. Alright, let's go check out this kitchen. I need to prepare 6 mush meals. Yummy. Damn, okay. You consume 1 meal each day. Meals can be prepared in the kitchen. Mush, a cheap basic meal in the form of an insipid pulp. Oh, I think I'd rather just starve to death than eat something described as an insipid pulp. Even though it's not tasty, it provides adequate nutrition, so that's good, I guess. I guess I'll make a bunch of those. They want me to make 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Okay. Prepare 6 mush meals. Guess I'll go to bed after preparing my mush. Hey, Kirky, good evening. How are you? TGIF. Or is it Saturday in your neck of the woods by now? TGIS? Either way, it's good to see you. Time to snooze. Day 5. Sunrise in 5 days. Oh god. The timer is ticking down and it is getting a little bit stressful. I've got to prepare my mush faster. Alright, we're on mush duty. Starting 7 a.m. Work, work, work. Prep that mush. Like, what prep is even involved with mush? I don't know. But alright, we got 6 mushes. It's time for us to move. We've done everything we need to start the engines in the command center. Okay. Base navigation allows you to plan and start journeys between locations. So here's our base. Here's a rough scan of the planet. And it's time for us to test the engine.
Whoa. What just happened? Come on. Don't do this to me now.
Uh-oh. Something's wrong with the machinery. I need to fix it. Great. Emergency lever. Pull the lever, Jan! Wrong lever! Okay, that seems to have worked.
Let's give it another go.
Give it another go, indeed. Let's try this again. Oh no, an emergency!
What?
God damn it!
Not again.
I knew it was the wrong lever. Are you serious? Oh no. Oh no. Come on, emergency lever. Please. Oh, that smoke doesn't look good.
You have got to be kidding me.
That's the radiation barrier. That's not what we want. Mm-mm.
Just my luck to be stuck in a junkyard.
Okay, let's go call Earth. Hi. I need help.
Hey, you still there? I really need your help. I can't get out of here. I did everything according to the manual, but there's a malfunction I can't fix. I just
Thank you for the
don't know
hydration,
how.
Bronny. I'd beat you to it, but I'll have another sip.
Have you checked data consistency and QC modules?
Rapidium can save me? Raises hand. Are we sure we're calling Earth? What if we're in an alien microwave right now? I mean, we very well could. We don't know who we're talking to, so. TGIS indeed, how are you? I'm doing good, Kirky. I was saying earlier, I had an awful, terrible, no good week. It was one of those weeks where, like, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. So I am very, very happy that it's Friday night and I get to relax and hang out with you guys and start a new game that I've been really excited about because I feel like I just really needed this. So thank you guys for being here tonight. Chat wants me to say I don't have access to QC, and seems reasonable to me. Let's say that.
Only the captain has access codes to the quantum computer.
Access granted.
That was easy.
Man, that was easy.
Okay. According to my contact from Ally Corp, I'll find the answers I need in the quantum computer. Accessing QC stored data. Mined records access granted. Deleting expired
What is
data.
this? Mine records.
Accessing available data. Mine record Jan Dolski. Mind record readable. Did the fucking corpo scan my brain?
What's going on? Wait. I recognize this.
My whole life is literally flashing before my very eyes, I think.
My life.
Yeah. The fuck? Select life event. What? I can just go from life event to life event? 22 years old, 21 years old, 19 years old, 19, 16, 15. Distant memories. Oh my god. Okay, so my most recent memory is 35 years old, Project Dolly, which is like now. I guess we should start at the beginning if we want the story to make sense. Distant memories? Childhood memories. Fuzzy and distant. The mining town you grew up in. Rows of similar apartment blocks. The local grocery store Mom worked in. The playground where you spent more time than at home. Next. A family like many others down there. Your father coming late from work in the mine, usually drunk, always pissed off. Your mother doing her best to keep the family together. Your constant desire to run away, to get out of that place and never come back. Poor Jan. 15 years old, turning a blind eye. Another shitty day at school. You're taking the longer route home. Hey, what's that fight about? The girl shouts for help. She's looking straight at you. You should intervene, but the fear... No, better not get involved. Run back home. One day you'll get out of here. You'll have to. 16 years old. The need to escape. It's so hard to study for exams when your dad's yelling behind the door. Mom doesn't have the strength to fight anymore. Something's wrong with her. She's weaker, more passive. You know you should do your best to support her, but being home is just unbearable. You count the days to graduation, hoping those exams will go well. 19 years old, at the crossroads. You open the envelope with trembling hands. It's a good college, and it's close to home. You could visit Mom regularly and get a good education. You tear the paper and see the results. No, not good enough. The only place that wants you is hundreds of miles away. You'd have to leave Mom alone with him. Oh my god, this is so sad! Poor Jan, 19 years old, going away. You promised yourself you'd get out of there. You have to keep that promise. You can't waste your life. It's not something she'd want. And you can still visit her. A little less often maybe, but you can. You will visit her. 21 years old, your place far from home. It's been months since you've been home, but you can't miss the post-exam party. All your friends will be celebrating. Their company makes you feel good, like you found your place. Do you really want to spend the entire day on the train, only to see Mom for a couple of hours before she goes to bed early, and all you'll be left with is a constantly drunk oaf of a father? 22 years old, working abroad. You look at the letter, it's tempting. Working abroad for 2 months. You could earn enough to support yourself for the whole semester. You could ditch these lousy part-time jobs and focus on studying. It's tempting, and you could send some money to Mom. She needs it for her treatment. 23 years old, too late to say goodbye. You missed it, the moment she collapsed. The ambulance taking her to the hospital. It all went so fast. You missed the opportunity to talk to her when she was still conscious. You're back home now, but what difference does it make? You fucked up. It's too late to say goodbye. 23 years old. Carry on for her. You failed her, but what could you have done? Stayed behind in that miserable place? To become bitter and dead inside? Be like Dad? The sense of guilt holds you by the throat. What if you ran away from it all? Ditched college, made a fresh start, forgot? But wouldn't that be giving up again? No. Mom would want you to get on with your studies, get a good job. You have to carry on for her. This is crazy, by the way, that the corporation has all of this information about me. This is like some very deep, personal, intimate details. 24 years old, it's different with her. Your heart pounds at the thought of this evening. You never thought someone like Lena would want to hang out with you. Slow down, it's only a project. Maybe you should have got something better than beer. You could have bought wine, but wouldn't that seem like you're hitting on her? You're only teaming up for a project, but she's so different from anyone else you ever hooked up with, and she likes you. You can see she likes you. 24 years old, am I good enough? This is it, she's moved in, but is your cheap little rented apartment good enough for her? Her parents would hate it, you know they would, and she knows it too. Is that why she doesn't talk to them anymore? She's not ashamed of you, is she? Whatever they think of you, you're gonna prove them wrong. Work hard and give Lena the good life she deserves. 25 years old, new opportunities. Hard work pays off, right? You can be proud of yourself. A diploma with honors and that offer, a PhD. It's tempting as hell. But the salary. How much longer are you going to be a broke ass for Lena? Ugh. You'll think about it later. Time to celebrate now. 26 years old, better prospects. It was a tough conversation, but you handled it well. The professor understood your motives. Working for a private company gives you better prospects, and you'll finally be able to move out of that dorm. Take Lena for a proper holiday. Yeah, it was a good decision. 27 years old, the purgatory of 9 to 5. Wow. The purgatory of 9 to 5. What a perfect way to put it. On the subway again. Damn, you hate that crowd. Day in, day out. Maybe you could take the later train and stay longer at work? No, your boss would never agree to that. Punctuality is all that matters to him, not what you actually do. Sometimes you feel all he needs you to do is punch your card. And for what? Pushing papers and pretending to get things done. Someone pushes you as you try to take a seat. Man, Monday mornings are the worst. 28 years old, a dream house. Your face beams as you exit the bank, hand in hand with Lena, finally. Signing the mortgage papers was easier than you expected. Maybe it was worth putting up with that idiot of a boss for 2 years to get to this place. A dream house. Lena has so many ideas for decorating it. If you hurry, maybe you can even get it ready for Christmas. You'd love to see her parents' faces when they see it. Yeah, you should convince her to invite them over. 30 years old, a crisis hit. Oh no. Finally! I feel like this is the only positive memory Jan has ever had. 28 years old, and then back down. 30. The crisis hit. No, this can't be true. Not now. You stare at the screen blankly. You heard about the crash on the stock exchange. You heard everyone talk about a worldwide crisis approaching, but you? Laid off? How will you ever tell Lena about it? What about your plans for Christmas? 30 years old, a busy night. Red lights. You close your eyes and listen to the city traffic. Damn radio. All they know are Christmas songs at this time of year. You don't want to be reminded of that. Not when you're sitting behind the wheel of a leased cab. It's almost 6 o'clock. You promised Lena you'd be back for Christmas Eve by 5, but it's a busy night and people leave bigger tips on Christmas. 31 years old, back to square one. You listen as Lena talks excitedly. She really wants to take that offer. Move abroad, sell the house, but for how much? It would hardly be enough to pay off the bank with the soaring rate of interest. And what about you? It's hard to find a decent job at home, let alone in a foreign country. After all your efforts to make ends meet, it would feel like going back to square one. Damn, you just wish she didn't want it so bad. 31 years old, holding on. You're wondering if she really is okay with the decision to stay. Maybe you should have said yes, but how could you? was a crazy idea in your situation. You need to prove it to her, that it was the only sensible choice. You need to get your shit together. Give her a better life here. Maybe find a second job? 32 years old, falling apart. Damn, she's getting on your nerves. Why didn't she just tell you it's all your fault those bills are piling up? As if you weren't working hard enough. Why did she make such a big deal of a few drinks before you hit the sack? You deserve to unwind after a 12-hour-long day of work. Oh no. It's literally a cycle. Jan is now turning into his father, and Lena is his mother. 33 years old, drowning sorrows. You look down another bottle and the wedding ring she gave back to you. A job at Ally Corp. Freedom. Finally, she's got it. A new, better life without you. All you could ever do was hold her down. Look at yourself, drowning your sorrows in a bar. You're everything you promised yourself you'd never be. Where the hell did you fuck it all up? 34 years old, a way out. You toss and turn in your bed. You can't stop thinking about that Ally Corp poster. Help us make a change. A space mining mission. In search of that mysterious substance, Rapidium. It's a long shot, but it says you don't need any professional experience, and you know you need a change. You haven't managed to stick to one job for more than several months. Nothing makes you happy. You're stuck. What if it's a way out? And then this is the final memory, Project Dolly. You enter the spaceship with a tingling of anxiety and excitement. You're going to space, far away from here, just like you always wanted, far away from your problems. You think about them later, or maybe they'll be gone by the time you get back. Damn, so our MC, our main character, Jan, has had a pretty awful, terrible, no good life. And somehow it has been all documented by the company he works for, which is very suspicious.
What for?
Yeah. I think we've got some more calls to make. What the fuck, guys?
Hey, I checked the quantum computer.
I'll let you guys vote, but I know what option I want to say, that's for sure. Alright, looks like you guys agree with me. What the fuck? Mind records? That's what I wanted to say.
What the fuck? Mind records? What the hell are you doing with that data? It's got everything. My whole life exposed.
Your mind records need this procedure.
No. No, I want answers. Shit.
We're not getting any answers then, are we? Oh, so they're gonna make me say what next? Unless we just go in a loop and just keep saying, what the fuck, mind records? Which honestly I think is reasonable, but I suppose if we want to progress the story, we've only got one option. Yeah, let's say it one more time. What the fuck, mind records?
What the fuck? Mind records? What the hell are you doing with that data? It's got everything. My whole...
We're not getting any answers, so what next?
What do you want with it?
Initiate procedure.
Okay, we'll get your guys' opinion again. We've got two options here. What does it do? Or I'm not messing with that shit. Two very different tones, I guess you could say. For anyone just joining us and you're wondering how to vote, there should be an overlay on the screen, and you should be able to vote for which dialogue option you want me to choose if you want to get involved here. Looks like the majority of you want me to say, I'm not messing with that shit, and to that I say, yeah, fair. I'm not messing with that shit.
No way. I'm not messing with that shit.
You're in imminent danger. Short time remaining to sunrise.
Okay, I get it. What is this procedure? What exactly will be branching?
It's you.
Oh, okay, so the little, diamonds next to the dialogue options. Bronny says the white ones are optional and the pink ones are what moves the whole convo on. Got it. Yeah, one thing I really like about this game is it does have built-in Twitch integration, so you guys can kind of play along with me here. To this, we say either what or no way, which is pretty much expressing the same sentiment. Let's go what with 3 question marks.
What? You what? Is that your whole answer?
Create the altar.
Guess this is where the name of the game comes in, the altars. Obviously the connection with Ally Corp is not very strong here, but I did hear create altar. Alter what?
Alter? Alter what?
Alternate me's. I guess me if I had made different decisions in my life. We saw, obviously, Jan's entire life from childhood to age 35, the decisions he made. Presumably, they want me to choose other decisions and make alternate me's who took other alternate life paths? Y'all are split right down the middle. Do we say okay? Do we say no way? Ooh, no, we saying no way.
Rapidium. Cloning a sheep. Branching myself? Altering my life by messing with my own memories? I mean, whatever it is you want me to do, no. No way in hell. Give me my other options.
You're in imminent danger. Only more time remaining to sunrise.
You jerk. I don't have other options.
I just noticed the way my face cam is on Jan's body during those cutscenes. It looks like my face is on Jan's body. But alright, looks like Ally Corp is giving us no other options. They keep repeating imminent danger, and I suppose our only option, whether we like it or not, is to initiate the branching procedure in the QC. Branching procedure authorization check. Branching Mr. unlocked. Branching procedure initiated. This is crazy. Analyzing life path.
What is it doing?
Searching for the branching point. Possible branching detected.
I remember that alternate life.
Calculating alternate life path.
So this is what the branching is about?
Whoa, this is so cool. So they find a potential point in my life where I could have made a different choice. And it's this branch. Instead of going away to college, I stay behind. You lock the door to your room and turn the music up. You're so fed up with his constant shouting. Is this what you rejected college for? Putting up with his frustration and drunkenness? You told yourself you'd take care of Mom, but he's not making it easy. Maybe next time you should just lock the door on him, but what would Mom say? So if we alternate, I think that's supposed to say alternate? Alterate, I don't know. If we alterate here, I guess instead of going to college, I become a tradesperson, a technician. And I'll get 50% efficiency when doing base maintenance. So is this gonna literally make a new me? That's a fetus. I guess like the sheep, we're gonna rapidly grow it. The altars, there you have it, folks. Title screen, we're getting into the game now. So that explains what the title of this game is all about. Jan is now going to create alternate versions of himself, what ifs, and come face to face with them. This is going to be cool. Crazy, weird, and extremely cool. Here he is, Technician Jan, my alter. Whoa. So now we get a whole other life path. We actually get to see this Alter's life. So at 19, we stayed behind. At 20, we stood up to him. There, you did it. Not so hard after all. He turned out to be weak, begging you to let him in. You had to be strong, assertive. You read about it online. Shut your ears to his false promises. Imagine loud music in your head. Think of Mom, her safety. There, it's done. He won't be a problem anymore. Wow! Literally kicked Dad out. 21 years old, ups and downs. You laugh as Mom tells you a joke she heard in the doctor's waiting room. She's cooked her pierogi. Man, don't you love them? And her relaxed, smiling face when she can be herself without that monster bullying her. You just wish you could find more than a part-time job to support the two of you. That prescription she brought home today is going to cost you plenty. 22 years old, not in his footsteps. You smile as you walk away from the mine. Dad was behind that job offer, that's for sure. Trying to clear his conscience, redeem his sins. Steady job was tempting, but you were assertive. Again, no way you'll owe anything to him. You'll make it on your own, you always do. Oh, Mom still dies. But at least he was with her. 23 years old, final goodbye. You hold back the tears when you look at her on the hospital bed. You knew this was coming, her health deteriorating fast in the last months. You just didn't want to think about it. You hate that helplessness. Damn, get your shit together, Jan. You need to be strong for her. Promise her you'll make something of yourself. Keep her smiling to the very end. 23 years old, fixing things. You brighten up as the engine starts. Yeah, fixing things always made you feel good. Like you can really change things, make them better. Looks like going to that vocational school wasn't just a parting gift from Mom, but the best you could do for yourself. 23 years old, unfamiliar feeling. Feels good to become an expert on something. The boss says customers ask for you specifically, and he can see you replacing him when he retires. It's a new feeling, to be trusted, respected by another man, a mentor. He's the first person you opened up to about Mom's passing. Why couldn't Dad just be like that? 24 years old, shady business. You try not to eavesdrop, but it's the third time this month these fishy dudes are here, talking to your boss behind closed doors. He says it's nothing, but you can see he's distracted. Doesn't look you in the eye that much, disappears for hours, leaving you in charge of the business. Is that a good thing, or should you be worried? 25 years old, lost trust. Fake batteries, counterfeit parts? Is that what it was all about? As your boss is being taken away by the police, you feel like an idiot for trusting him, thinking that you could open up to him, while all this time he's been lying in your face, pretending to be a friend. What a fool you've been. Treat it as a lesson, Jan. The only person you can rely on is yourself. 25, fine on your own. Of course, it's just a matter of time before they approached you, now that he's in jail. His words about you replacing him seem so ironic now. You don't want anything to do with them. What if you lose your job? You love that workshop, but they're criminals. No, assertiveness, remember? Don't be scared. You can make it on your own. 26, staying strong. As you turn the paycheck around in your fingers, you think of Mom. She'd be happy to know you're finally making good money, working in an international factory on a contract of employment. You stayed strong and made something of yourself. She'd probably be worried that you're still on your own, but that's the way you prefer it. 26 years old, ghosts from the past. Watching the bartender pour you another one, from the corner of your eye, you catch a glimpse of a figure watching you. You turn and see it was just somebody's coat. You smile with relief. For a moment, you thought it was Dad. You sip your drink and listen casually to the conversations at the tables. It's good not to have problems. 27 years old, drifting through. Your friends burst out in laughter. The jokes just keep coming to you. It's a good night. You just got your paycheck and you're buying rounds. Okay, calling these people friends is a little too much. You've only just met them, but you're having fun together, right? The girl to your left's been giving you signals. Could this be your lucky night? 30 years old, signs of trouble. That damn crisis just had to hit when you were starting to actually enjoy life. Your whole branch is being shut down. You'll be lucky if you keep your job at all. This damn advert just gets on your nerves. Rapidium, a magic trick to make everyone happy. Who's stupid enough to even think of going on these missions? 33 years old, him again. You can't make up your mind. Bet safely or take the risk. Wonder who that guy's putting his money on. Wait, is that... Shit, it's him, Dad. He looks like a tramp. Can you imagine seeing your dad and your first thought is he looks like a tramp? Alright, trampy dad. Of course, he visits the bookie regularly, fucking loser. And you just hope he doesn't recognize you. Get out of here quick and don't ever come back. You're not like him. You've got your shit together. 35, Project Dolly. You look at the spaceship entrance. Only fools don't change their minds, especially if your debts are mounting. You'll be fine. You just need to make it through this mission. They respect professionals like you. Just stay strong and you'll be alright. I think for the most part, Jan's life was better in this life path. It still wasn't perfect, obviously. He never met Lena, so he never, you know, got married and had a house. But he did stand up to his dad. He found a job that he was actually passionate with. He seemed generally happy. I think in terms of the life paths, Technician Jan did better than our Jan. By a narrow margin, but I think a little bit better. It's so interesting though to see that branching point and see what life was all because of that one decision. If you had kids, would he be a trampa? Grandpa the Trampa, I love it. Okay, waiting for the wake-up procedure. Oh wow, so he's ready. That was so fast. Wake up my altar in the womb is my objective. Here we go. Just got an achievement for creating the first altar. This has got to be so spooky. What a weird experience to look at your clone who's like not really your clone, he's you, but you... If you had done things differently, this has got to be the trippiest experience ever. I just think this is such a cool, unique idea for a game. Now he's in the extension where we can see him too. Oh, cool. Okay, I guess we'll just say hello.
Hey there. Wow. Hello? Can you hear me? What is this?
Anxiety and insecurity were in these two red bubbles by his head. Maybe I should move my face on screen to the other side, because I feel like a lot of information has been popping up on the right side. Let's move over to this side. Hopefully I'll cover up less. Alright, our options are relax, you're in a lab, or focus, this is an emergency. I think I'd probably go with the first one, but I'm gonna let the crowd decide. What do you guys want to say in this situation? Everyone wants to say the opposite of what I wanted to say. Okay, cool. Let's get right to it then, Technician Jan. Focus, this is an emergency.
There's been an emergency. The whole crew is dead. I know this is abrupt, but I'll need you to focus. Focus. Wait, why are you... What the fuck is going on here?
My head. Oh, why do I feel so weird?
I think you're on some meds.
What? What for?
So you don't panic when you wake up.
Why would I panic?
I'll explain later. Right now, let's check your mental condition, okay? Do you think you can, introduce yourself?
Sure. Can you?
I mean, I guess. Can you imagine, like, this guy, we literally just grew this guy in a test tube using my DNA. He's waking up here, he's confused as shit, and like, can you blame him? Absolutely not. What do you guys think? You first, or I'm Jan Dolski? Looks like we're split right down the middle. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm Jan Dolski.
Okay. My name is Jan Dolski.
Oh, it's Jan. I thought it was Jan.
Yeah, sure. You got my looks, why not use my name too?
So you think you're Jan Dolski as well?
What kind of bullshit is this?
What's your role on the mission?
I'm a senior technician. Want to tell me what your role is? Imitating human crew members? Is this some kind of sick experiment? Because if it is, nobody warned me.
Oh, is my face not good on this side either because it's covered up by the Twitch vote? Oh, this is annoying. Where should I put me? I guess I could go, like, down here? Maybe? Does that work? I feel like that's kind of weird placement. Or I could go maybe, like, top left? Like up here? Yeah, maybe that'll work. Because if it is, nobody warned me. What did he say? Fuck, I got distracted about placing my face. I'm good here? Okay, perfect. Thank you, Euro. For now. Let me know if you want me to move. I mean, I could just go, like, right here. That would probably work, right? I'll say... I will be completely honest, I can't remember what he said, so let's just say yes it is, sure?
In a way, it is. But you're wrong about one thing. I'm not an imitation. So, what's the experiment? Well, I got stranded in this base, and, well, I needed someone to help me move it. Because it got broken. Then, okay, this is the crazy part. I learned that there's this functionality of the quantum computer on board to, well, create alternate versions of a person's life. What? Replicate a person, but with different experiences. Mind records. If there's anyone in a bad mental condition in this room, it's definitely not me. The QC's only functionality is to navigate these junkets. I mean, theoretically, it could do other stuff, but such bullshit? I know. It's absurd. I thought the same, but here you are, right? Right. If I understand you correctly, you're telling me you're an alternate version of me with a different mind?
Yes, you can put it that way, or no, the other way around. I love how just, like, his experiences and life path changed not only, like, his physical appearance, he obviously has, like, a different haircut and stuff, but even just the way he talks. Like, he's a bit more gruff, and, like, it's very interesting to see how the branching of the life path changed him in that way. I guess we're gonna be a dick and say, no, the other way around. You're an alternate version of me with a different mind, alright? I'm gonna put you in your place here.
No. You're an alternate version of me. And, you said we were...
Imagine waking up and being told you're a brand new
Yes.
clone. Yeah, exactly.
It's just us. Like I said, there's a malfunction in the machinery. If you don't help me fix it soon, we're both gonna die. So, wait. Let me get
Keeping
this
check of who's
straight.
the OG is important
This
with
is an
clones. That's
experiment in
true,
which I'm
actually,
a
Euro.
different
That's
version of
actually
you,
a solid point.
And you brought me to life to help fix a malfunction, because there's no one else on board. What if there was no malfunction? Where would I be?
I mean, I think option B, right? You just, I wouldn't have made you so you wouldn't exist. I'd love to say, you know, in some theoretical realm, you'd still exist somewhere. I guess you would in, like, a parallel universe, an alternate dimension, but in this universe, in this dimension, you wouldn't have existed. I wouldn't have woke you up. He is me and I am you.
I won't lie to you. I woke you up because I needed you. Wasn't easy for me either. At least you're upfront with me. You bastard.
Okay, that's good. He liked us being upfront with him.
I can see now what the meds are for. I can't even lash out at you, just...
Mix! Oh my god, hi! How are you? TGIF, thank you so much for the resub. Has it been 5 months already?
Look,
Appreciate that very much. Enjoy your ad-free viewing, your sub badge, all that good stuff. Welcome to The Alters. This is a brand new game we just started this evening. It has a very unique mechanic in that we create clones of ourselves, but clones of ourselves in alternate life paths if we had taken different choices. So we just cloned ourselves as Jan the technician, the guy who stayed home and
Well,
went to trade school,
that makes two of us.
and the two of us are hopefully gonna work together to get off this planet. Alright, this is gonna be weird. Where's Jan Technician gonna sleep?
What a screw up. A 3-year-old would have figured it out.
Okay. In any other case, I'd say don't touch anything here ever again. But unfortunately, this is a two-man job.
All I did was pull the lever, dude.
On my sign, pull that lever over there. Just don't yank it like an idiot.
Oh,
Pull it gently.
that's what I did wrong. I yanked it like an
Ready?
idiot. Gentle.
1, 2, 3. Now. Yes! It worked! You did it. We're gonna live. Let's get one thing straight. I did what you created me for. Now stay away from me.
Damn, core memory created. Looks like me and Technician Jan aren't off to a great start. I feel like it would be less confusing if we weren't wearing the same clothes. But, I mean, luckily Jan Technician does have a different haircut. Apparently he's in the kitchen right now. Hey, bud, you doing alright, or...? Nope. Hi. No, you don't want to talk about anything. There are literally no available dialogue options. So we differentiate ourselves. Well, obviously I'm controlling the main Jan, but he's got a different haircut, and he's number 3, whereas I'm number 1, so... Okay, I guess he just, like, does his own thing and lives his life? Yeah, look. He's heading off, to machinery. Interesting. Oh, and he has a different top underneath his jacket. Yeah, you're right, it's a different color. Okay. Well, we should be able to start the engines in the command center now. Ready to launch. Finally! We got the engines up. I have no clue what goes on in this game, but it looks cool. Yeah, so we literally just started, so you haven't missed a whole bunch. Basically, our main character here crash landed, oops, sorry, on an alien planet, and he has 10 days to get off before the sun crashes into the planet and kills him. But unfortunately, he was the sole survivor of the mission, and so he needed more people to help him. And what we've done is cloned ourselves. So you just met our technician clone, and with that, we're hopefully going to be able to get off this planet now. But yeah, I've heard fantastic things about the altars. They got really great reviews across the board, so I've really wanted to check it out on stream, and I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Euro says, I do like that we can track his health, hunger, and mindset in the toolbar. Oh, can you really? That's really cool. I love the Twitch interaction that they've done with this game. I think that's really awesome, and another reason I definitely wanted to stream it rather than just play it on my own, because I think it's fun for you guys to actually be able to interact with the game. That's pretty cool. Alright, I guess we'll start our journey. Where are we going to launch? I don't know. Where are we going to go? I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Do you want to automatically collect your structures before starting your journey? You can automatically collect 5 pylon components and 1 mining outpost. Yes, I would love to. Thank you. Alright, off we go. Let's roll. We just finished the prologue, apparently. And our big wheel ship is a-moving, so it doesn't look like we can blast off. It does look like we're stuck on the ground, but this is Journey 1. I guess the further away from the sun we can get, the better. We're a-moving, and what do we do now? You know what we should do? Go check on our sheep. Hi! How's Molly? Yeah, it says he's angry, so I warned you like an AI.
Sound a bit artificial.
He's angry? What? Let's see. Altars tab. Oh yeah. The Altars tab allows you to check the mental and physical state of your altars. The event log on the left provides insights into recent events. Emotional status. He's angry. He's pissed at me. Apparently he thinks I'm really irritating. That's so funny. The Xbox achievement for petting the sheep, only 55% of people have done it? What is wrong with people? That was the first thing I tried to do. Apparently he's frustrated, he feels rebellious, he has anxiety, he's gloomy, he's got a lot of burdens, he's angry. He did eat adequately today though, so that's good. I see ads are about to run and I really need to take a break, so let's take a minute break here. Stretch, refill your water, use the washroom, what have you, and we'll be back in a couple minutes with more altars. Alright, I am back. Thanks for waiting, and I brought Muffin with me, so yay! Move around break was totally worth it. Let's get my headphones back on. Let's get this shit back on the road. So I have no idea where we're even going right now. We're heading on a journey, presumably away from the sun. I guess this planet is big enough that you can outrun the sunrise, I suppose is the logic behind it, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Muffin, you gonna come say hi before we get started? I'll move your chair into frame for when you inevitably hop up on it. There you go. Alright. So. Yeah, my mission is to go speak to Technician. I guess this is what we'll call him. It probably makes it easier to differentiate by calling him Technician. Hello? How you doing there? Hello?
Hey there. I said, don't come near me.
So interesting. I think, like, literally the dialogue options you make are going to influence how the other alters feel about you. And I have to assume that how they feel about me is going to impact, like, their work or what they're willing to do or how efficiently they do things, perhaps. We've got two options here. I understand you're angry, but I need your help. Or get a grip, we need to fix the comms room. Chat wants me to say, get a grip, we need to fix the comms room. I don't want to push him too far that he gets, like, super pissed with me. I might have to overrule chat on this one. I'm just gonna try to soothe the waters a little bit. I'm gonna say, I understand you're angry, but I need your help.
I get it. You're angry. I would be too. But I could really use your help. You know, if we manage to get the comms room running properly, we'd probably be able to get out of here faster. Stop pretending you have any idea how I feel. I don't give a damn about your comms room. We're moving, aren't we? Now get out of my face, creep.
Damn, okay, so much for trying to soothe the waters. If anything, that might have made things worse. I don't know. What do we say now, Muffin? Technician, I think, kind of hates my guts. Either you do the same, or you don't get to talk to me like that. I mean, we learned from Technician's past that he is assertive. He says what he means, and he stands up for himself. So, if anything, going with chat's suggestion here and saying you don't get to talk to me like that might be the best choice. He might respect us for saying that. It's probably a good thing the chat interaction isn't forcing the options on you. Sometimes, maybe, probably. Yeah, I think I like that I still get the final say. Obviously, I'm gonna take your guys' suggestions into account, but it's maybe for the best that I can overrule if required. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up to him. I'm gonna say you don't get to talk to me like that.
You don't get to talk to me like that. I'm in command of this base now. You'll do as I say, or what? You'll send me back to that giant fish tank? Why don't you get yourself a repair kit and fix your own shit? I'm done doing your dirty work.
Okay, I don't think that worked. Great. I don't know how to deal with this guy. I tried being nice, he hated it. I tried being assertive, he hated it. I don't know what the fuck to do with Technician. Modules deteriorate over time, which makes them prone to failures. When a module is failing, it doesn't work properly. To repair a module, a repair kit is needed. Repair kits can be crafted in the workshop. It's important to keep the base in good shape. If 5 modules stop working, life support will be shut down. Jesus, okay. Repair kit. Production is limited to only small essential items due to increased power consumption by the moving base. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's make like 3 repair kits, I guess. I love how one of my quests is now figure out how to get along. We started off on the wrong foot. I should learn more about the Technician. Maybe we can still get along. Maybe. I'm gonna go deal with the repair kits first and maybe give him a bit of time and space. Lito, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the altars. Oh, I've got to go actually make the repair kits first. Okay. Workshop. Guess Technician isn't gonna help me, so I gotta do all this shit myself. Alright. Now we'll repair the room. Perfect. Ooh, hey! I think I did a good job with the repairs because we can actually see who's calling now. It's someone named Lucas who appears like he's a big fan of the band Panic at the Disco and still thinks it's 2008 with that haircut. I think my guy's still using a flat iron. Alright, Lucas, what's going on?
Hello?
Mr. Dolski?
Finally, we can actually
yes,
hear
I'm
people.
Are you okay?
Are we okay? We either say I'm okay, I guess, or we say I'm far from okay. And honestly, I think either are valid. Let's just be real. Let's just be real, I think. You can try to sugarcoat it and say, I'm okay, I guess. But no. You know what, Lucas? I'm far from okay.
Are you serious? I just had a choice to either die in pain or duplicate and edit myself. I'm far from okay.
It's, called branching. The duplicating and editing thing. I need to know if you pulled it off.
Really? And I need to know who I'm talking to. I didn't catch your name.
Oh, Lucas Pena, Space Traffic Control, Orbital Substation L7. Now, the branching. Did you do it?
Did I do it? What do you think, guys? We either say, how can you be so calm about it, Lucas? That's sus. Or I say, you left me no choice, Lucas. It was that or die. Also, for not being a technician, I feel like, our Jan, I know his name isn't Jan, it's Jan, but I'm gonna call him Jan. Because I'm too far in now, I can't go back. Our Jan did a good job at repairing the communication center if we're having such good talks with Lucas right now. This is impressive. Yeah, you left me no choice, Lucas. Me and chat all agree I should say this.
You left me no choice. Doesn't mean I like what I did. Is this even legal?
You found Rapidium, Mr. Dolski. We needed to act.
Okay. So, Bronny mentioned earlier, these are sort of like decisions for more information, I guess? And then the pink one is to move forward the story. So if that's the case, I think I'm just going to ask all the questions, because I want information. So I'm going to say, first, what are the mind records?
What about the mind records? What is all that personal data doing in the base computer?
Oh, that's, the corporation needs to ensure the safety of the mission and, basically everyone. It's confidential, of course. And it kind of saved your life.
I mean, yeah, it saved my life in this particular instance, but I don't think I ever consented. Plus, it seems very niche to ever need people's life info.
I don't recall consenting to it.
Well, you must have, since it's there.
Sure, that's how it
Maybe
works.
You didn't read your contract thoroughly? They like to put these things in fine print, you know.
Of course. Of course. Give me someone higher up, will you, Lucas? I'm tired of talking to you.
I want to talk to someone higher up. Do you have a boss?
I might sound young, Mr. Dolski, but I'm not here by accident.
No offense, man. I just need to know this stunt was authorized by someone.
Look, I'm on my own here at the station. But I contacted my boss, and we're good. Nothing to worry about.
Huh. MK says, this is dystopia. Consent is irrelevant. I mean, touche. Have you done this before, Lucas? Is this your first day on the job, perchance?
Have you done this before?
That would be hard, considering there's no Rapidium on Earth.
So how did you know what would happen?
I didn't know. I anticipated the outcome based on historic data.
What historic data?
Some old research, nothing important.
The way he brushed that off is sus. I don't know if it's old research. Did this happen to someone before? I don't know. Interesting. Okay, what went wrong with the landing?
What the hell happened out there? What went wrong with the landing?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm still analyzing telemetry data from your flight, but it seems something went very wrong.
No kidding.
Yeah. We know there was a major system malfunction, but the reasons are unclear. It's too early to tell. We need more data.
Okay, well, why did everyone die?
Do you know what killed the rest of the crew?
Looks like an oxygen leak in the landing pods. No idea why, though.
Then how come I survived?
You tell me?
You know, you're not very informative.
I don't like confusing assumptions with information, Mr. Dolski. Conclusive evidence is more my thing.
Yeah, Panic at the Disco isn't very helpful here, is he? Nothing to worry about, he says, whilst you're alone, light years from Earth, and the entire crew died, and the sun is super close to the planet. Exactly, Bronny. So, you're getting me out of here.
So, you're getting me out of here, right? You know how to do it. Safely.
Sure. First thing I'll need you to do is to transport the base to a safe and accessible destination. I'll dispatch the coordinates to you. Second thing, do you think I could see this altar of yours?
What do we say here? Not a good idea, or how do you know you're not talking to him? Getting comfy on your chair, Muffy? Ready to watch the altars? Imagine if we made an altar of you where you never got adopted by me. Oh, I can't even think about that. My heart, my soul. I don't want to think of a muffin without Tiff. Y'all think I should say not a good idea? That's what I was thinking too. Lucas seems confused enough. Do we want to confuse him further? Someone says we should. I'm gonna say it's not a good idea. Technician's a little grumbly, you know?
That's not a good idea. He's pissed off at me, won't cooperate.
Then we have a problem. You won't manage without his help. The base needs more hands on deck. There should be a way to gain his trust. Show him you care, maybe?
I told him I wouldn't survive without him.
Yeah, that's just words. Maybe you should share something.
What? Why?
I don't know. Just a thought. My grandma used to say, sharing is caring.
Yay. Let me think. What can I share with him? My playlist?
Yeah, true. Wait, suppose it's not about what you can share with him, but what you already do.
I mean, we shared a life up until age 19, I think was our branching point. So yeah, we can talk about a lot of things, probably. Bronny says, I tried thinking about IRL altars for like 2 minutes before I realized I'd melt my brain and have a proper existential crisis. Oh yeah, like just think back on your life, trying to identify branching points. What would have happened if you had made a different choice and where you would be now? That's, definitely a way to melt your brain. I think. Noella says I do that all the time. Oh, so Noella's already thought about the real life altars. And that's on anxiety, depression, and doom spiraling. Amen. Yes, we share a life up to a point.
A big chunk of life, I guess. Till we branched apart. I wonder what he thinks about why his life went in a different direction.
Yeah, mind records. See? You were so spooked by them, they could be a source of information.
Fine. I'll check them out, see what happens.
I'll get back to you as soon as you reach your destination. Don't worry, you're in good hands. L7 out.
L7. Okay, Lucas. You can learn more about your altar's life and choices by analyzing his life path in the quantum computer module. Yeah, I already read it in detail, so I don't even know that we need to go again, but it's gonna make me, I think. Yeah, I literally read his entire life already, so I'm well versed. Oh, they're actually gonna make me do it, though. That's lame. Alright. So what do you want me... They just want me to go through? Like we already did, or...? There we go. Okay. So now we can go ask the altar about the memories we share. He really likes hanging out in the kitchen. And I mean, who can blame him? It's a pretty nice little spot. I've been thinking about what you said.
I've been thinking about what you said.
You can say you're right, we are different, or we have more in common than you think. I mean, yeah, if both of our characters are 35 years old, then we have more than half of our life in common when you look at it that way, right? We definitely have more in common than you think.
We have more in common than you think. Yeah? Like what?
Parents and growing up. I mean, both of those are true, so I'll let you guys choose. What do you want me to say? Parents or growing up? Brownie says, I think I picked common in my playthrough, I mean. I'm sure it must be interesting for you, having played the game, to see what choices I make and how they result in different dialogue options or, you know, different outcomes, I guess you could say. That's the fun thing about games that have choice and consequence and branching dialogue paths, is that they obviously add a lot of replayability, and especially like watching streamers and stuff like that too, I feel like it makes things more fun even if you have played the game before. How it alters from Bronny's playthrough. Nice. Nice. Let's not go right to parents, I guess. Let's go growing up.
Growing up, for one thing. Plenty of embarrassing memories there. Oh, yeah. That's one word for it.
There we go. He liked this.
Hey, did you have a crush on the Spanish teacher, too? Oh, shit. Don't even remind me. We were dumb kids then. What matters is what happened later.
Okay, looks like reflecting on childhood brought a moment of levity. But where did we branch? What happened later? I mean, both of these are true. You stood up to Dad, I didn't, and you didn't go to college, I did, so it's sort of pick your poison, I guess. But yeah, apparently both of us had a crush on the Spanish teacher. Y'all want me to say you stood up to Dad? Yeah, I like that.
Maybe standing up to Dad changed you. Something I never did. Oh, really? And what did you do? Just stand and watch him take it out on Mom? I thought about stepping in. I was always a heartbeat away from doing it, but when it came down to it, I'd just freeze. Guess I was afraid of making things worse. Yeah, I remember the feeling. But then I reached a breaking point. Looks like you didn't hang around long enough to reach yours.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I left. What was it that, technician called Dad in his memories? A tramp? That's still iconic. Bronny says, I didn't get the teacher thing, but I did piss off technician by not standing up to dickhole Dad. Interesting. Very interesting. I'd love to see, yeah, the branching dialogue paths. For sure. I think I'll go with I was a coward. I mean, that'll stoke his ego a little bit. I think he would like to hear that.
Or maybe I was a coward. Going to college was a good excuse to just get away from it all. Oh, so that's
yeah, he liked
where our
that.
paths split. Did you shine out there? Were you best in class? What do you think? Huh? Yeah. I build around this merry-go-round. That's who I ended up being. Sorry to disappoint. Why would I be disappointed? Just proves I was right to stick with Mom. Wait, is she maybe still around here? No. I wish she was. She always knew what to do and how to cheer you up. Hey, when you were down, or Dad had just stormed out of the house, slamming the door behind him and leaving you crying in your room, would she asked me to help her make pierogi. Her famous pierogi. Oh my god, I could really pig out on those. And making them together was fun. Fun. Yeah, wow, why don't we go for it? Why don't we try and make Mom's famous pierogi? No way we'd find the ingredients here.
Okay, we're really getting through to him now. This is nice. I mean, it's gotta be nice in a way. It's almost like healing to be able to talk about your mom with someone else who knew her. Someone else who literally had the exact same experiences as you, right? Bonding over food, they're siblings. Alright, what can we say the ingredients for pierogi are? Coolant and oil, beer and synthetic starch, or grease and fungicide? The votes are coming in. I mean, we got some great options here. It looks like beer and synthetic starch is top of the list, so we'll go with that. I mean, hey, everything tastes a little better with a splash of beer, am I right?
Who said they have to be right? Beer and synthetic starch should work. Yeah, hilarious. I can pull it off. You'll see. But there's one condition. You're eating them with me. If you die, I die. Why not? Won't change much, I guess.
Okay, I think that was a very productive conversation with Technician. Each person in the base consumes 1 meal per day. Meals are prepared in the kitchen. Mush provides everyone with their daily dose of nutrients, however, it doesn't taste very good. Cooked meals are tasty and will have a positive effect on the mood of your alters. Speaking of, I wanted to check Jan's. He's still angry, but it looks like he's got a little joy bubbling. Hopefully a nice dinner will really push him over the edge. Alright, pierogi. Not quite like Mom used to make them, but they have a nostalgic taste. Alright, let's have dinner.
Here you are, the famous Dolski pierogi with an interstellar twist. What do you think? Well, now I know how Mom must have felt. That day she had a terrible flu and I decided to cheer her up and make pierogi for her. Right, yeah. I put like a ton of salt into the filling. And I overcooked them into a shapeless pulp. They were inedible. But you remember what she did? Uh-huh. She ate them all and never said a word. No, she said they were delicious. Yeah, you're right. So, they're delicious, man.
This is so heartwarming. Oh my goodness.
Shut the fuck up.
Core memory created. Much better than our first core memory. Alright, awesome. How are you feeling now, Technician? Feeling a little better? So. Are we cool, or how do you feel? Can't get over how piercing blue Jan's eyes are. Look at those. Those are the most beautiful blue eyes I've ever seen. Y'all want to say, are we cool? All right.
Are we cool now? Cool. Do you mean did I come to terms with waking up as tech support for my doppelganger? You might have to give me something stronger than dehydrated dumplings to wrap my head around that.
Huh, okay. He's not as cheery as I hoped he would be after that meal. We either say they weren't that bad, or it's hard for me too. What do you guys think? They weren't that bad? I mean, he did say they were delicious, actually. These are your own words here, Technician. They weren't that bad.
Now you're being mean. I went through a lot of trouble to make those, and they weren't that bad. You made an effort. I'll give you that. But see, that makes it even worse. It would be easier to hate you, but eating those those fucking pierogi with you. I actually enjoyed it.
So did I, or are you showing feelings? I feel like he's gonna fucking hate me for saying, are you showing feelings? Yeah, I agree with you, chat. I'm gonna say I enjoyed it too. Oh, no, wait, we got the vote split again. Oh, and now the vote's going the other way. What? I should have clicked faster. All right. All right, majority rules. Are you showing feelings, technician?
Wait, are you showing your feelings? What? No.
Oh, you actually liked that. Okay.
Okay, just kidding. I hate getting called sentimental too. Just proves how similar we are. Well, now that we got that out of the way, what's the plan?
We should trust the corporation, or we need to handle this our way. I mean, I do not want to say we should trust the corporation, because that is just not life advice you should ever follow. If you're not stuck on a planet days away from death, I still don't think you should ever trust the corporation. So I think the Jans need to put their heads together, and you guys agree with me. We need to handle this our own way.
The corporation is supposedly on top of this, but I know better than to put my life in the hands of pen pushers. Oh, I hear ya.
And he likes that.
Never know with those.
Technician doesn't like corpos either.
Right. So, until the rescue ship arrives, we'd better watch our own asses. Do they know about me?
Leave the politics to me, or they told me to create you. Hey TS, I totally didn't miss the change in stream schedule. No worries. Welcome to, well, first of all, TGIF, or I guess it's TGIS for you now. I think it's Saturday in your neck of the woods, but welcome to the Altars. This is a game that I've had on my to playlist since it came out last month, and as it's a new month, I figured it was a great time for us to get started with this. Basic summary is that we work for an intergalactic corporation who is out here looking to mine rare materials in outer space. Me and my crew crash landed on a planet. I'm the only survivor. The sun is going to crash into the planet at any moment. We're literally running away from the sun, and in order to pilot this ship, I couldn't do it myself. I had to create a clone. And here we have it. This is a clone of me if I had made a different choice in life. This is Jan, the technician. Anyway, I was headed in a bedward direction, but wanted to stop by to say hi. Yeah, of course. Thanks for stopping in. It was good to see you. Sweet dreams. I'll be live again tomorrow as well, playing some more Altars. So if you're around, I'll see you then. And if not, have a good weekend. The corpos actually told me to create you, Jan.
They were the ones who told me to create you. Bastards. Tell me you know what to do.
Of course. Or we'll improvise. We either lie to him or be truthful to him, essentially. Hey, Death, you watched an interesting documentary the other day. It's about a rap group that came up out of Staten Island, and you learned something cool. Oh, what's that? We'll improvise? Yeah, I feel like that's probably the right choice. Apparently Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Okay. That was good. That was good, Death. That was good. Don't worry, technician. We'll improvise.
All I know is we need to get to a safe place. Then we'll improvise. Well, there's one thing you should know. This base is a resource-consuming, maintenance-heavy sucker to operate. I have you to help me.
Takes bow and leaves.
Not gonna be enough. I'll be blunt with you. If you want to survive, you're gonna need more people. People? What people? The Rapidium's there. Use it. Make more versions of me.
Wow, I didn't think Technician would be the one to suggest that. The Rapidium's there, use it. Make more versions of me. You mean versions of me or versions of us? You mean? What do you think? We're split halfway down the middle. We just got back from fireworks. They do a pretty good show here. First time we've gone to one since we moved here 3 years ago. Oh, nice. Good. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it. I gotta be honest, I forgot it was the 4th of July, so I hope anyone has enjoyed any 4th of July celebrations. It's nice when a holiday like this lands on a Friday. I'm sure that makes the fireworks even bigger and brighter, so it's really fun. I hate that you made me. Also, make more us's. Yeah, literally. Okay, you guys want me to be a dick, hey? 2/3 of you want me to say you mean versions of me. Sure. Rhea very much wants the sky to shut up. They've been going at it since like 4 p.m. Oh, that's the worst. Like, I love a good fireworks show, but I'm also so conscious of the fact that so many pets get so stressed. And it's one thing if the fireworks show is at 10 p.m. and lasts for 15 minutes and then it's done. But yeah, when it's like hours and hours throughout the day, just like constant, it can be so stressful for the pets and just annoying for people too. So that's, that sucks. I feel bad for the pets out there. We're split vote, so I'm going to take the initiative and be nice and say versions of us, you mean?
Versions of us both, you mean?
Huh. That almost sounded like we're planning kids.
You need to work on your cooking skills, though.
Okay. I was hoping I could avoid it, or I can't wait to do it again. How dare you, a Canadian, forget about July 4th? I know, I need to be a better northern neighbor. If you can get your president to shut up about trying to make us the 51st state, I'll wish you a happy 4th of July. Sorry, that was too political. I had to say it. I can't wait to do it again. I'm gonna make more pierogies for you, technician, anytime.
Actually, I can't wait to branch myself again.
Sure. Take the bull by the horns.
I literally did everything I could. I know you did, Def. I know you did. If anyone can stand up to that Cheeto, it's you. Alright, we have got a call coming in. Unknown caller. What's that about? Oh, Lena! Oh, damn, this is my ex-wife. Why is she calling me, and how did she get this number?
Hello? Jan? Can you hear me?
Lena?
It's probably to talk about an extended car warranty.
Why are you...
That's why she's calling me.
They let me know. Agatha, my boss, came to see me and said you could use some support. Are you all right? I heard about your crew.
Yeah. Everyone's dead. But I'm fine, somehow. It's a lot to handle.
Yeah, I know. Is it true you found Rapidium?
We can either say, I did, it's amazing, or be sus and petty and say, so that's why you're calling. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I was saying her name was Lena, it's Lena. I'm pretty sure Lena actually works for this corporation, and she's worked for this corporation for a couple of years now, whereas I'm a new hire, so she's probably all in on the corpo, we need to find Rapidium no matter what mantra. She's basically done an interplanetary you-up call. Wait a minute, Lena, is this a sext? I choose petty. When in doubt, be petty. Alright, so that's why you're calling, Lena.
Oh. So that's why they got you to call.
I know you think everyone in the company is an underhanded asshole, but honestly, I don't care why they approached me. I wanted to call. What the hell happened out there? How did you survive?
Well, that's the real question. Did they tell you anything more?
So, your boss, did she say anything more about the accident?
No. Just that you're all alone out there and could use someone close to talk to.
Really?
How did you make it?
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is a business tactic. I wasn't being very forthcoming with Panic at the Disco, so they sent my ex-wife instead to try to get some answers, maybe? I'm the last one left of the crew, and you're worried about work. Yeah, it is kind of a bad look, huh? What do we tell her? I was lucky or something mysterious happened? Sounds corpo for sure, yeah. Well, if we want to fuck with the corpos a little bit, maybe we say something mysterious happened, but I'm not at liberty to say any more. Dun dun dun.
I'm not sure. Something strange. Everyone died in their landing pods, except for me. I don't know why. It's really weird.
Oh my. That does sound so unbelievable.
Even more unbelievable to hear from you, out of the blue.
I know. It's awkward for me, too. We haven't spoken in a while and suddenly this. I just hope... What's the plan for getting you out of there?
There's a guy called Lucas Pena. He's handling it, apparently.
Someone from STC.
You know your way around.
It's been a couple of years. Look, is there maybe anyone from outside the company you'd like me to get in touch with? I mean, to let them know?
Haha. So now she's prying to see if I've got a new boo or not. Interesting. I either say there's no one or I'm fine and I don't need your help. I guess it all depends on how petty we want to be with the ex-wife. Or are we honest and we say, Lena, there's no one. I'm sad, lonely, and I miss you, and I fucked up, and I love you, and if and when I ever get out of here, I want to be back together with you again. Do we know how the relationship ended? Basically, our main character lost his job, started losing himself in alcohol, becoming angry. It was our fault. He turned into a bad guy because he hated himself and he hated his situation, and eventually Lena left him, so... To be honest, our guy doesn't really deserve any sympathy. He brought it all on himself, to be completely honest, so... Yeah, let's be honest. I'm in no position to be petty. I'm sorry, Lena. There's no one. I suck.
No. There's no one.
I didn't mean to get personal. You know what? Why don't I ask STC to keep me in the loop? And to keep an open channel for me? If you want that, of course.
Okay, we either get to answer her question with a question and say if that's what you want, or we just be honest with ourselves and our feelings because we're lonely, sad, miserable, and we fucked up, and we just go ahead and say, thanks, I'd like that. Okay, so we're a selfish asshat. Got it, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Let's, honestly, let's throw ourselves at Lena's feet, I think. If anything's gonna get us through this, trying period in our life, it may be the possibility of romance and or boob pics. Thanks, I'd like that.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Can you send pictures through this channel, Lena?
Good. Take care then, and...
Is this audio only, Lena? Alright, well that was interesting. Didn't expect that to happen. Now we move into a loading screen.
Were we supposed to stop here?
Oh, the wheel stopped moving.
Nope. It's way too early. Don't tell me something's wrong with the base again. Not on my watch. Systems are working fine. Something outside then? Yeah. Don't jump in your suit already. I'm kinda starting to like the inside of our base. Alright, I'll take a look around.
Great, alright, so much for riding comfy in our big wheel. Looks like I've got to get out and about and look around again. Act 1. Let's do it. The prologue is over. We're getting into it now. We've got our first altar at our side. We got the wheel moving. But we've got to get it moving again if we've got any hope of surviving the impending doom bearing down upon us. Day 7. The sun is far away, so we've got time by the looks of it. Our new objective is find a way out. The base is stuck. I have to get it moving again. There must be an alternative route. Is this sponsored by Michelin? That's a big-ass tire. Honestly, they probably should have gotten some kind of sponsor. I feel like it's a missed opportunity for them to not slap a sponsorship on the side of that wheel. Jesus, that was all the prologue? Is this a JRPG? Yeah, right? The prologue took 2.5 hours? Alright, I figured I should make some more radiation filters. It's probably important because I don't know how many of those we have, so I'll grab a few of those. Apparently Jan Technician wants to talk to me. He is in quantum computer. Before I go speak to him, though, I do want to go check the radiation shield. Okay, yeah. We're good. So we got enough filters for 3.5 days here. And I'll go collect some more materials to make more. Hey man, what are you doing? Are you crying? Oh my god! Something you wanted to discuss with me?
Something you wanted to discuss with me? I wanted to congratulate you.
Oh.
On what? Having a smart me on board.
I think technician's coming around.
Yeah, I flipped through some manuals while you were sitting on your hands. Looks like we had the base operating in minimum maintenance mode. Oh? Yeah. But I played around with functionality options and, hey presto, we got some new handy toys unlocked.
Who has 2 thumbs and is full of themselves? Technician! We got 3 options to respond to him. We can say, thanks, can't wait to check them out. Or, it's what I'd expect from a technician. Or, good, that'll keep you busy. I feel like it's progressively gets more and more of a dick. I think I've got to go with the majority here and just be a kind, normal person and say, thanks, can't wait to check them out.
Wow. Oh, thanks. I can't wait to check them out. No problem. There's also some upgrades available in the building module. Sound like something you like to play around with too?
Sweet, we could do with some improvements, or I wasn't planning on getting cozy here. I mean, if you're stuck somewhere, you may as well get cozy. I know you don't want this to be a long-term place, but like clearly we're gonna be here for some amount of time, so why would you reject coziness? Yeah, I gotta agree with you guys here. Sweet, we could do with some improvements.
Sweet. We could do with some improvements here. Sure, but don't start fantasizing too much. Remember, everything costs resources.
Nothing's free, even on a deserted planet in the middle of outer space.
Might just be wise to see if we can set up a mining outpost instead of relying on shallow deposits. Just in case. Sound advice. I'll consider.
Oh, we can also give him the multi-tool that we found in our luggage before.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission.
The tax man will always find you.
Maybe it could mean something to you too. My lucky old multi-tool. No wonder you took it with you. This little baby never ever let me down. Yep, I thought it might come in handy. Of course, every man of the house should have one. It sure helped me feel like one when the time came. Thanks, man.
Nice. I'm glad he liked that. Me and Technician, our bond is building. I want to check, actually. Yeah, he's still feeling frustration, obviously. He's cranky after sleeping on the floor and, like, fair. But he is grateful that we gave him the old multi-tool. It was an important gesture. So that's good. It looks like he's feeling okay, apparently. So we'll, you know what? We'll take it. So we definitely, yeah, I definitely want some of this stuff. But at this point, we literally have no resources. So before we can make anything, we've got to go get some resources. So let's head outside. It's been a minute since we put on the old suit, but we're going to be in a new area now, which is, whoa. It's not as rainy and stormy over here. It's like eerily beautiful, honestly. Look over there. That's a volcano. Okay, this is cool. Let's see how many materials we can pick up. I see metal right away. That's a good start. This is cool. This is so beautiful. All these rooms and no bed for Clone 1? I'd be cranky too. Yeah, seriously, where's Technician sleeping? Why doesn't he just sleep in bed with me? I mean, we're the same person. We may as well get snuggly. What in the Mass Effect? Alright, we got a lot of organics there. That's nice. I love Tiff almost writing him off because he didn't fall in love with being created over some prison-style Eastern European pastries. Alright, looks like we can set up An outpost here. Scan wave. Hold F to send a scan wave. The wave appears on the scanned ground and moves toward the deposit. Follow the wave to find it. Sending a scan wave costs 1 energy. There's the catch. Also, I loved what Death said, by the way, earlier. There's only 2 things that are certain in life. Him and taxes. That's funny. That's actually very funny. Dang, doesn't look like we're anywhere near. Okay, let's try this way. What in the Mass Effect? This is a beautiful planet. I wonder if we'll find any sexy aliens around here. Nice. What we did find was the outpost pretty quick. Alright. Let's build a mining outpost. And let's connect it with some pylons. Who's everyone's go-to romance in Mass Effect? Go. Mine's Liara.
Want me to take a look there?
Nice. Organics. Oh, we can assign the technician to the organics outpost. Yeah. If you want to go make yourself useful, that would be sick, dude. Yours is Rex? I can't tell if you're joking or not. I mean, we love Rex, but who am I to knock your kink, right? Tolly? Good option. Good option. No, that was just a funny answer. Okay, okay. I won't tell your wife. Okay, I don't need any more organics. I need metals. I'd risk anaphylactic shock myself to sleep with her. Ooh, we got rupidium. I guess if we extract this, I can make more altars. Socializing in the evenings. Being tired slows your work, but doesn't have to impact your social life. You still have enough energy to socialize with your altars. Good to know. Alright, the radiation's gonna start literally in a minute. So let's get back to the ship and we'll explore more tomorrow. We got a ton of organics today, which is good. We set up this outpost, which is good, but we need to focus on metals tomorrow. Which, speaking of, I think I see some deposits right over there. I mean, we love Garrus too. Garrus is best boy. Okay, Jan, you should come home. So you're not out at night? How do I bring Jan home? Does he know to come home at night, or... He still says he's in the organics outpost. And I don't want him to die. Technician? Maybe he'll come... he can teleport back, I guess. So he'll come back probably, like, right at 9, maybe. I guess we'll find out. It's 8:53. Okay, yeah, he's back. Phew. Yeah, where does Technician sleep? He must sleep up here on the floor somewhere. Can I build him a bed? Again, I don't know why we can't just snuggle, but let's see. Can I build him a bed? We can build a greenhouse, a workshop, a refinery, a social room. Whoa, you can play beer pong if you make a social room? Yes! Infirmary, research... Okay, there's a bunch of stuff. We need metals for literally everything. But there's a lot of stuff that we can make. Seeing that bench, why is he on the floor? That's a good point, too. Thank you for the hydration, Brawny. It seems like there could be some comfy places to sleep if he really, really tried at it. I can't wait to play beer pong. That's going to be priority number 1 for me. Suit battery. Honestly, that could come in handy. Used to recharge the suit during planet exploration. Each battery can only be used once. I have a feeling that'll come in handy at some point, and I'll be glad I made one of those. I'm exhausted. I cannot work any further, apparently. Time for bed. Day 8. The sun is still far away. Good to know. Okay, so how do we, like, tell Technician what we want him to do today? Do I just, like, go speak to him, or...?
Jan, can you come see me? There's a thing.
Oh, okay. Sure. Where are you? In the kitchen. What's going on? You look tired.
Whoa, you look tired, man. Everything okay?
I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with sleeping on the floor?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Of course not. You have your cozy captain's bed.
Okay, so he is really pissed off about sleeping on the floor. We've got, I'll get you a dormitory, or we can't afford anything more for now. I mean, the second one is true. But, like, I don't know. Do we give him false hope? I will build him something eventually, I guess. Get this man a bed. I guess Euro's part of the 67%. Get this man a bed. Alright, I'll get you a dormitory.
All right. No need to be so dramatic about it. I'll get you a proper dorm.
Sounds like a promise.
He did like that, as you would perhaps expect. We've now got a new optional task. A place to sleep. Build a dormitory. The technician asked for a dormitory. I should build it if I don't want to anger him. Okay, sure. Oh, this is how... Interesting. So you can assign technician to workshop, kitchen, base maintenance, or organics outpost. But right now he's off shift. His work hours are 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Interesting. Okay. So if I was to make a dormitory, what would I need? I would need a... I don't even see that as... Oh, here it is. 40 metals. Okay. Yeah, today we just need metals. That's the long and short of it, so... We'll leave technician to deal with the organics at the outpost. And we are going to hunt for metals. Euro says, last thing we need is the clones hating us and this turning into a Vault 108 situation. Yeah, I think Euro's practical advice should probably be listened to. God knows we don't need a mutiny on this ship. Can you imagine being murdered by your own clones? Yeah. Not ideal. Alright. Let's get to extracting. Get those metals out of there. Yeah! Boom. Oh, there's a ton of metal over here. Okay, perfect. This is exactly what we needed. Technician has started his shift at the organics outpost. So that's good. Operation Get Technician a Bed is well underway. Get found in 2 years and it's just a bunch of clones running around going, Jan! You can give him a surprise to come home to. That's true. We know he gets off shift at 9. Maybe we have his new dorm ready and waiting for him. He'll love me then, right? Hear me, have a bed. When people have no control or agency in their own lives, some will lash out in order to reclaim some of it. Wow. Sage words from Meerkat that I cannot disagree with. Ooh, I think we can build an outpost up here to extract metal. Yeah, there's a big metal deposit here. Now I guess the issue is I would need to build another mining outpost to actually use it. This deposit allows you to mine metals at a normal pace without any health risks. Yeah, metal deposit. Okay, well, I'll see if we have the materials to build another outpost, and then we can come back here. I guess it's worth at least finding out where the actual deposit is. Wow, that was easy. I got it first try. Holy crap. Don't mind if I do. Enriched metals. Ooh, what's that about? A deep deposit. This deposit allows you to mine metals, mine 2 resources, metals and enhanced metals. It requires scanning, building a mining outpost, and connecting it to the base. Mining this deposit is quick, but contrary to any other deposit, it's placed in an area with high levels of radiation that will affect the health of a person working there. Oh. Enriched metals can be divided into metals and organics in the refinery. So it's a risk-reward situation. Is it worth sending people here to mine? I don't know. Not right now, anyway. Not until at least, like, we build an infirmary or something like that. We'll just stick with the basic stuff. Okay, so I definitely want to set up an outpost over here. I guess for now, let's go back and make a technician a bed to come home to. Alrighty. Build. Dormitory. Oh, Jesus, the dormitory is huge. Okay. It can fit right there, though. Perfect. You're welcome, technician. We can also build a greenhouse, a hydroponic farm using rubidium to grow vegetables faster. Thanks to ingredients harvested here, you can forget about eating mush, at least for some time. We'll take that, and this place is fucking huge, too. Wow. We're gonna run out of space quickly, unfortunately. That can go there, but then we're gonna need another elevator. Okay. Probably shouldn't use all my materials in one go. We'll stick with that for now. Yeah, so in order to actually expand our base, we need some sort of research, so we can't do that right now either. But I can look in the workshop. Was there anything we wanted to make? Oh yes, mining outpost. Absolutely, I wanted to make that. We should also make another radiation filter just in case. Alright. We'll work in the workshop. Perfect. And then... is it worth going out today and setting that up? Maybe we'll wait till tomorrow. Let's explore our new areas first, like the greenhouse. Wait. Oh. Oh, no, I go down through machinery. Okay, sorry. Hey, I know I promised you a bed, but I built a pretty flower house instead. I meant flower bed. Oh, dang. This is a legitimate operation. Look at this. Greenhouse queue. Raw food. Raw food package times 10. We've got a lot of organics. We can do that. So do they just grow without my supervision, or what's the deal here? No, I have to actually work in here. Oh, dang, and it takes like a long time. Okay, I'll work till technician comes home, and then I'm gonna go see how he feels about his bed. Alright. We'll have to come work down here again later. And then let's go check out the dormitory and speak to technician. Hey, bud. Did you check out your new bed yet? I built a dormitory.
Hey, I built that dormitory you asked for.
Hallelujah.
I hope you sleep well tonight.
I'll sleep like a full-fledged member of an advanced civilization.
This guy's a real
Sweet
drama,
dreams.
isn't he? Alright, let's go check it out. Here it is. Why is this place like a dump? No one's even living in it. Why are all the beds unmade? Why is there shit everywhere? This is the messiest dormitory ever. Wow, okay. This is what happens when you have a bunch of men living on a space station together, I guess. Jeez Louise, okay. I don't think there's anything we can do in here. It's just literally a place for the guys to sleep. Alright. Oh, I just see this now too in tutorials. The alters are scheduled to work from 9 to 9. However, the number of hours a given alter is working depends on his emotional state. Highly motivated alters will work longer, while those in a bad mood will finish earlier. So there is a benefit to being friends with your alters. So he's happy that he doesn't have to sleep on the floor anymore. He's happy that we have a greenhouse, and he's glad we have a proper dormitory now. So it looks like he's feeling okay. Still sleeps on the floor. Tech couldn't figure out which he wanted. Real Goldilocks situation. That's funny. Alright. How are we doing on mush? Oh, we got a ton of mush. Alright, we're good. Alright. I think, oh, you know what we should do? We should check on Molly! Hi, baby. I didn't forget about you. The original clone.
Hey, Molly? What are you up to, little rascal?
We should let Molly... No, we shouldn't let Molly... I was gonna say, we should let Molly down in the greenhouse, but no, we probably shouldn't do that unless we want, veggies, you know? Alright, that's it for today. Tomorrow, we're gonna go set up the mining outpost. Wish we had one more altar so we could, have someone work on it, but I guess I'll have to work on it. Day 9, the sun is far away. You love to hear it. Alright. Bright and early, let's head out. Can't even make good help these days. It feels like it could be a tagline for this game. Yeah, seriously. Alright. Mining outpost. Perfect. Now we just gotta set up the pylons. Oh wait, how many pylons do I have? Got a few. I think we might be alright. If not, I'll just have to go make some more, I guess. Seems like probably the smartest thing to do is to move them as far away as possible to maximize their range. Perfect. We only needed 2 to get all set up. Alright, before I spend my day working at the mines, because, you know, I yearn for the mines, I want to look around this area a little bit more. See if there's anything else around here for us to find. So have we been up this way? I took a right in there. I haven't been up this way, I don't think. Or is this just gonna loop around? Rock blockade. To be able to climb, you need to remove the rocks that are blocking the passage from above. Ah, okay. The youth, they yearn for the mines. Oh, dang. Probably don't want to get too close to that, eh? Yeah, Anakin can tell you about that.
So, this is why we stopped. A lava river.
That checks out. So, in order for us to keep moving...
We'll need to figure out if there's a way around.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Gotta find a way to get around the lava river. Oh, I'm sure this planet has got tons of surprises yet. This is only Act 1. I feel like we've probably only scratched the surface of what surprises there are to offer. I feel like for us to get around the lava river, it's probably going to involve breaking those rocks and climbing up that area. Some climbs are blocked by rocks from above. You need to remove them before you'll be able to climb up or down there. Yeah. The lava glow is so pretty. I know. The like sort of ambient lighting here is very pretty. Okay. So if I can't go that way, maybe we go this way. Let's see. Got quite the little setup here now, which is nice. If I go this way. Oh, this is a dead end too. I mean, we can mine some of this, I guess. Oh, wow. I was literally one click away from emptying that deposit.
These loose rocks look like they might be passable.
Ah.
If only I had a tool to drill through them.
Ah. Okay. We need to make a drill. Special equipment. To drill through rocks, you need to make a drill as well as a drill cartridge. You will use up one cartridge every time you use the drill to clear a path. Well, that's annoying, but okay. At least we've got our objective. We need to make a drill, and presumably to make a drill, we're gonna need lots of metal. So let's head back to our metal outpost. Get out of this radiation zone real quick. Alright, time to mine. This will probably honestly just work here the entire day. Get as many metals as we can. Oh, someone's calling me. Well, hopefully they stay on the line long enough till I'm finished my work here. There's very patient people back on Earth, apparently. I think they're still available for a call. Oh, I could have just fast traveled back to base. I forgot about that. Well, too late now. I got 2 legs. They work. Let's head back. Looks very cool looking at our base from outside. Our giant wheel. Our giant hamster wheel. Alright, let's go speak to Earth. Hello? Lucas!
About time. I'm in some deep shit here.
So you're not at your destination yet?
I'm stuck.
We're stuck. There's a freaking lava river blocking our way.
Do you think you can cross it?
What do we say to Lucas? I'm on it, just need time, or I don't know, can you help me? As much as I would love to say the second one, I have a feeling Lucas is not able or willing to help us, so the most realistic answer is probably I'm on it, just need time, but I suppose it's worth at least asking for help, right? Who knows? Maybe Lucas will surprise us. He'll lend us some aid.
I don't know, still working on it. Anyway, you can help me?
I can try. I have a limited view of the surface of your planet, but there is one thing you could do.
What's that?
You have a lot of very useful tech on board that base. It's designed to overcome practically any obstacle. All you need is a properly trained crew, if you know what I mean.
More altars. Is that all you have for me?
You still don't get it, do you? That's a lot. If it helps, I have some news for you. Good news and, well, just news.
Okay. I always want bad news first. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I always think you have to lead with the bad news and finish with the good news. Otherwise, you're ending on a negative note. I always like to get the bad news out of the way. How do you guys feel about that? Looks like whoever voted agrees with me. Wants us to ask what's the bad news. Yeah, I definitely think that's the play. Because then you can hopefully have good news. That'll be a little icing on the turd that is the bad news. I'm gonna say what's the bad news.
What's the bad news?
You didn't listen. There's no bad news.
Oh.
First of all, I've been informed that a rescue party is being organized.
Oh.
Organized. You mean they're not on their way yet? What the hell are you waiting for?
Mr. Dolski, please, calm down. No matter how long the procession, it will always end up in church.
What?
What?
Just a thing my grandma used to say when I was a kid and tired of doing my homework.
Except this is not about your homework.
Sure. But you gotta understand, your mission got dispatched pretty far away. We still haven't mastered teleport.
Yeah, okay, but it's your job to ensure our safety, Lucas.
I thought you were responsible for the navigation system. Isn't it your job to make sure we're safe wherever it sends us?
Well, that's what I'm doing right now, isn't it? Making sure you're safe. Step by step, we'll get your procession safely to church.
Will you fuck off with the weird church metaphors? How long is it gonna take the rescue crew to get here?
How long do you think it'll take them to get organized?
All I can say is, they know it's an emergency.
Wow. That long?
Don't shoot the messenger, man. I'm really trying to help.
I mean, today's what, day 8? And they haven't even mobilized the rescue team yet, so I wouldn't pin my hopes on that. You said there's other news.
So, what's the other news?
Well, I know you have a lot on your plate right now, but there's a request from my boss directly. Before we get you out of there, we want you to retrieve...
There's the catch. They're not going to send the rescue crew until I do what I came here for. Yeah, so our options are now, when I'm in the middle of this shit, or figures, I'm worthless to you without Rapidium. Corpo fucks, blow it all up. Yeah, that honestly completely checks out. They don't give two shits about me unless I have the Rapidium, which is what we came here for. So let's call out the Corpo bullshit. Figures, I'm worthless to you without Rapidium. They do kind of feel like the same option, just different ways of saying it.
Huh. Figures. They don't want to lose their chance. Probably worthless to your higher-ups without Rapidium anyway.
It's sure gonna give your rescue mission wings, if that's your kind of incentive.
Of course.
My boss will want to speak to you shortly. And you'll see how important it is. He's not some kind of empty three-piece suit, if that's what you're afraid of.
Uh-huh, sure.
I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but it was his idea to, you know, let you in on the branching procedure. By the way, is your altar doing any better?
Yeah, we're getting along better.
Yeah. We're getting along pretty well now. Thanks.
That's very good to hear.
Is this about you wanting to talk to him again?
No. No, none of that. My boss put it out of my mind. Best not to mess things up even more.
So, you admit it's a mess.
What? No, we just... You know what? I'm not commenting on that. Talk to my boss about it.
Okay. Why don't you tell me more about your boss?
Tell me more about this boss of yours. You mention him a lot.
He's the head of mining operations. Great mind, very open. You'll see. Doesn't normally do this, you know. Talk to people on space missions in person.
Oh, I feel so blessed.
That's what I was about to say.
He saved your life, in a way.
God bless the Corpo Overlord in the three-piece suit. Alright, well, what will happen to my altars later?
What's gonna happen to my altars back on Earth?
I don't know. I'm sure my boss will think of
Lucas, get off your boss's dick!
He
My
always knows what to do.
God!
You either really trust him or you're very good at not saying anything.
Maybe both. I'm not a natural talker.
Ever tried working on it? You know, with a professional?
Not really.
This guy is riding
My
that thing like it's
sister
a
wanted to be
theme
therapist,
park.
and she practiced on me when I was 5.
Oh? And how did that go?
She turned to breeding hamsters.
Breeding hamsters! Interesting career path. Never even considered that one.
I hope you're not laughing.
Of course not. Why don't you tell me more about your family, Lucas, seeing as we're really shooting the shit here now?
Your family seems interesting. Got any more stories about them?
It's a big family. Brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles. Yours?
I was the only child.
Wow. Can't imagine how that feels. Anyway, no time to talk about families now, right?
Okay, let's get on with it then.
Okay. I better get back to work then.
Yes. Just remember about the Rapidian, Mr. Dolski. And wait for contact from my boss.
Okay, we've got a new life path. Interesting. New branches and possible alterations are available in the quantum computer. So what you're saying is, I can make more alters. Alright, well before we do that, I want to see about the drill. Vertara drill. This drill generates a laser beam that allows the melting down of rock formations on the planet. It requires a cartridge to work. Okay, well we can make the drill. How do we make the cartridge? I don't know. So we'll just start with the drill and go from there. Finish just in time for bed. Okay, so... Oh, now we can make the drill cartridge. Okay. Cartridge for the drill that's used to melt down rock formation. So, can only make one for right now, but we're probably going to need a couple. I guess we'll call it a day and get back at it again tomorrow. You think it came with one too? Okay, cool. Well, if that's the case, we'll make one extra. Then we should be able to clear the paths. Day 10, the sun is far away. Alright. We're still doing good here. That's good news. Looked like you crafted something with the drill. Yeah, I'm trying to see... see the drill? Oh yeah, and it did come with one drill cartridge, you're right. Meerkat has a family like that. 2 brothers, 1 sister, more cousin than I can count. It's hard to keep track of first cousins, second cousins, first cousins once removed, so we just call everyone our cousin, unless we know for certain what we are. Yeah, Atlanta's family is like that. Mine is the opposite. I have a very small family, so it's interesting. It's interesting to hear about all different people's family dynamics. Big families, small families, close families, not close families. Alright, so... these are where the rocks are blocked. What I'll do first is actually fast travel out to the outpost and do a little bit of mining, because we used up a lot of our metal yesterday. So let's do some work at the outpost till like mid-afternoon, and then we'll go clear those rocks. Alright, perfect. That's good for now. You know, we're actually pretty good on organics. What I should do is, yeah, we don't even have any storage space for more organics, so we should put Jan, technician, on metals outpost instead. Alright, let's go clear some rocks. Sounds like this thing that we just made is less of a drill and more of a laser, so I'm excited to see this in action. Alright, how do I use it? Vertara drill. Oh, there's a specific spot I need to put it in. Okay. Then we insert a cartridge. Oh, yeah! Oh, this is my kind of drill! Damn! We vaporized those rocks. That was sick. Destroying a rock wall to clear the path used up 1 drill cartridge. Yeah, got it. Oh, dang. Okay. There is lots of, mystical metal over here. Also a great look at that lava. Yeah, so we can make a rubidium deposit here. May as well locate it for if and when we do want to make an outpost. By the sounds of it, the corpos aren't going to help me out until I mine some of this stuff, so I may as well get started. There we go. Okay. We got it, so if we want to set up an outpost there, we can. We'll just have to make another outpost. Tech's doing a good job over at the metal mining outpost, it looks like. I see that metal coming in. Our objective right now is to find a good vantage point and look around. So presumably, the higher up we go, the better a vantage point we'll probably get. Get a great view of Mount Doom up there. Oh yeah, this is a good vantage point. Okay.
Okay. This is not good. We are surrounded.
Not good, but very pretty. In a terrifying kind of way.
Damn it. So much for Plan B.
Other people I've seen play this game tries to use minimum scanners at max, like 5. Meanwhile, Tiff, look, Ma, I drew a picture. Well, once I found out that the scanners basically have infinite use, then I stopped being so cautious and was just like, wee, let's put them everywhere. It seems to cut down on search time. All right, so clearly we need a new plan. Travel pylon is a useful structure for exploring terrain far away from the base. When built, it works as a fast travel point as well as a regular pylon that connects to other structures. It comes equipped with a charging station for replenishing suit energy. Oh, so I should probably build one of those here then. So then we have a fast travel point. Travel pylon. Ah, okay. So you can just put those... No? I thought I could just put it anywhere and unlock a fast travel point. Maybe it has to be in range of the others? I guess I misunderstood that tooltip. Let's see if I can put it down here. Oh. Oh, they do need to be on the network. Okay. Yeah, it does need power from the other ones. Yeah, I think you guys are right. Okay. I thought you could kind of just put it in like a remote spot, you know what I mean? And then have access, but I guess it still does need to be connected. But the travel pylon eliminates the need for finding, you know, a mining spot, basically. Bit of extraction there. Our day's almost done, so what's that? Whoa. I don't know what that was. Some sort of mystery material. Oh, there's a ton of it. Okay, interesting. So if I use a drill to break this rock, we can get up here easily from the other area. There's a lot more resources in this area than there were in the starting area, which obviously makes sense in terms of progression. There's stuff I've never even seen before. Okay, we have to get home. There's a whole other area here that I really want to explore. But, it's getting dark, which means the radiation's gonna increase, which means I've got to get home. I think what I'll probably do is move the organics outpost up here, because we're max on organics right now, unless I spend a ton in construction, which I might. We'll see. Let's just get home first. Home sweet home. Looks like Tech wants to speak to us. He's up in the dormitory, so let's check in. Hey man. Thanks for not cleaning up the place. Stop. Where are you going? I have bad news about our way around.
Okay. I went beyond the rocks. It doesn't look good. The lava river is vast as hell. I'll be straight with you. There's no way around it. Holy shit. What now?
Let's see. Our two options are we could try to back out or we should find a way across. I mean, my gut is to find a way across, because if we back... I mean, who knows how long the river goes, so we'd have to, like, back out of this area and then follow the river and find a natural crossing. I guess no matter what, we're gonna have to try to cross it. It's the fucking Grand Canyon from Taco Bell ass spillage hell. That's a fantastic descriptor. I can think of nothing better. Yeah, I'm not big into reversing. Let's try to find a way across.
I guess we need to get across somehow. Any ideas up your smart-ass sleeve? So now I'm smart, huh? Well, actually, I do have an idea. We could build a research lab and see if we can come up with anything useful there. Okay, let's give it a go.
Sounds like a good plan to me. Alright, we've got to build a research laboratory. The lava river is a serious complication. I have to build a research lab and develop a plan for crossing it. Okay, so I'm wondering... I was wondering if I could... No, I don't think so. I was wondering if I could change my outposts from here, but probably not. Okay, we're good on food. We're getting a little low on filters, I just noticed. Radiation filters, so let's go check those. Make 4 of those. And 2 more drill cartridges. And then I'm going to assign tech here tomorrow to make those, so we don't have to waste time. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I really could use some more altars, hey? We could do so much more. Can I make any more right now? No, it's just standing by. Just me and Tech for now, I think. Also, this is the first time we've seen Molly loafing.
Hello, Molly. How's the grass today?
I hope the grass is good today. Sorry to make you get up, but you're just so cute I had to scratch that chin. Who's the goodest girl? You are. Alright. Guess I'll go work down in the greenhouse till I pass out. Alright. Yeah, that takes a while. The greenhouse is hard work. We're gonna need like a greenhouse Jan. I just realized that the sheep had pillows to rest on, but your altar only had the floor. Oh yeah, we treated Molly much better than we treated Tech. It's called priorities, okay? Day 11, the sun is still far away. That's good, but we do have a phone call coming in bright and early. Maxwell! Oh, this must be the mysterious boss, do you think?
Hello?
Jan Dolski. Finally. I've been impatient to meet you.
Yeah, sure. You that big fish Lucas was mumbling about?
Terrence Maxwell. But yes, I am both his and your superior at mining operations. First of all, my heartfelt condolences. Losing the whole crew must have been hard on you.
What do we say? Not really, I barely knew them, which is the truth. Or, yeah, I still can't get over it. I feel like we shouldn't show any emotion to this guy, regardless of how we actually feel. I'm your boss's boss. Yes, nice. And yeah, that's a good point, Death. My mom is dead, so if she was calling me from beyond the grave to see if I was eating good, that I would have to agree with Meerkat would be terrifying. It's the ghost in the machine. No, I'm gonna be truthful with this guy, plus I want to put up sort of a wall, a stone-cold face, or facade at least, to Maxwell, so I'm gonna say, not really, I barely knew him.
Not really? Barely knew them.
Well, we are all grief-stricken down here.
You sound like it, Maxwell.
But also excited and proud of what you have achieved.
There it is.
I hope you grasp the significance of your discovery.
So, do people know I found Rapidium?
We're keeping the news within a very limited circle. It's only wise for the time being.
Okay. Good, because I might fail, which is true. Even if I find this stuff, there's potentially no way we get it home because I may get burned up by the sun. And then there's people have the right to know. I mean, do they? I feel like you shouldn't tell people anything until you're like, for sure, for sure. It's the last thing you want. So apparently, for anyone wondering, Rapidium, it has the ability to alter genes to make them grow quickly. So it's how we've been able to make clones, but apparently what Ally Corp wants it for is to stimulate crop growth back on Earth. Apparently there's massive food shortages, but with Rapidium you could grow food anywhere, anytime. So that's what they want it for. So I guess there's like an element of public interest to it, but at the same time, yeah, I don't know. You don't tell people stuff until you're for sure, in my experience. Keeping it small at first is a good idea, yeah. Deaths is not. Anti-corpo, let everyone know what you're up to. Keep it all out in the open. You can't put the Band-Aid back on. Exactly. That's how I feel, but apparently y'all feel differently. Y'all want me to say people have the right to know, so fuck it. Let's stick it to the man here.
Limited circle, huh? Bullshit. The public has a right to know about such things.
I like your passion, Jan. You're an honest man. But you're under enough pressure already. We don't need the media to go berserk or the stock market to overreact. We don't need chaos down here while all our...
Yeah, unfortunately, I personally agree with Maxwell in this particular situation.
Your task is difficult enough. And failure is not an option.
That's why you had me create my altars? You'd rather let me lose my mind than lose the Rapidium?
It was a long shot, I admit. But we were saving both. Rapidium and you, Jan.
Also, is it just me, or is the voice actor for Maxwell the same as Geralt of Rivia? I need to hear him speak again now. But there was something he just said there that tickled something in my brain. Like, wait a minute, Geralt? Do you think it was a mistake to come here? We've got three options. We say, no, I'm happy I did it. We say, I have mixed feelings. Or we just go straight to the point and say, I don't believe you care about me. Which is the truth. You're looking at the IMDb, and yes, it is? Oh, excellent. Cool. I'm glad my ears didn't betray me. It hurts a little bit, though, because I love Geralt of Rivia so much, and normally I would be like, yes, I agree with everything you say, Geralt. But unfortunately, Geralt has been reincarnated into a soulless corpo in this game. You guys were both looking it up? Nice, nice. I mean, let's just be real with Maxwell, right? I don't believe you care about me either way.
I think you're bullshitting me.
What does he call you, Roach?
You never go
or say, the wind's howling.
What if? People like to use that phrase a lot, don't they? Well, you can actually learn the answer to that question. Many would envy you.
Let's just get one thing straight, Maxwell. I know you expect things of me, but I'm no hero.
Oh, heroism. Are you familiar with the works of Albert Camus?
I would not have pronounced that Albert Camus. I would have pronounced that Albert Camus and completely butchered that pronunciation. So I'm glad Maxwell said it first. Do we say, of course, Albert who? Or you mean that old game about rats? What? Am I missing something? I don't get the reference for the last dialogue option. They cannot get the rubidium without you, so you may only hold one card, but that card is the ace. Exactly. Exactly. They need me so bad. Everyone wants to say, you mean that old game about rats? What game about rats? I don't get it. I guess if I say it, maybe I'll find out more. Let's see. You mean that old game about rats? Oh, A Plague Tale. Is A Plague Tale based on the works of Albert Camus? You know, the old one about rats.
Didn't he make that old game about...
Oh, he wrote the book.
You're probably talking about The Plague. Close, but it was a book. One about humans.
Oh,
too.
I didn't know that. Interesting. Well, I learn something new every day, and I love how there's a reference. Apparently, The Plague Tale exists in this universe, so that's funny. It's an old game, though, so clearly this takes place in the future, if, you know, Interstellar travel didn't give it away.
Prove that we can actually excavate rubidium in quantities that can really make a difference. A dream the biggest corporations have been chasing for over a decade now.
Oh, the game isn't based on the book, but they probably drew some inspiration. Gotcha.
You're not a hero? Well, maybe I don't need you to be one. Maybe you should just carry on being a decent man, Jan Dolski.
That doesn't sound bad, thanks. Or are you buttering me up for something? I know what I would say here, but I'm interested to see what you guys want me to say. You guys are thinking the same thing as me, apparently. Meerkat drew some inspiration from the game for my D&D campaign. Maybe I should look into the book itself. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't know that you did draw any inspiration for your D&D campaign. I haven't played Plague Tale. I know people love it. I know Morgan in particular absolutely loves it, so maybe I'll have to check it out sometime. But okay, everyone is thinking the same thing as me. We're gonna say, are you buttering me up for something, Maxwell?
Okay, you're buttering me up for something big here. Let's cut to the chase.
Hard-headed. I like that. You've probably noticed how different rubidium looks in reality than on the training materials they showed you.
Why is that?
It changes form constantly. Its chemical structure is so volatile that it is almost impossible to capture two particles in the same state. A fleeting substance. Spectacular. But also very unstable.
Then how come it works?
How come it works then?
Not enough tests were run to explain that. The only sample ever found in space was researched inside a mobile base like your own, but it never made it back to Earth.
Oh.
It lasted long enough to demonstrate its amazing qualities, only to disintegrate somewhere between the Copernicus and the Hyades cluster.
So no one on Earth has ever actually gotten their hands on this stuff. That's interesting, and obviously ups the stakes even more. So you're afraid that this stuff might not withstand the journey.
So you're afraid the rubidium I found might not withstand the journey?
I know it won't. That's why we came up with a special container for it. An Ark.
You mean like a box?
A hermetic module dedicated specifically to storing and transporting rubidium. We have blueprints for it. Lucas should send the necessary data over to you by the time we finish talking. Constructing a rubidium Ark should be your primary focus now.
There it is. There it is. I'm not even gonna wait to vote here. I don't have time to do that, Maxwell. I'm gonna burn alive.
Listen, you're very convincing, but I'm afraid I just won't have the time to do it. I need to find a way forward before the sun comes up.
You're losing faith easily. Look how far you've come. You survived the landing. You found rubidium. Then you branched yourself and managed to get the base moving. Would you really be happy with yourself if it all went to waste?
Waste? Wow. Is that what you consider saving my life?
Your life, my life. Let's face it, all it is a predetermined string of events, distorted with myriads of random, meaningless decisions. We spend centuries looking for some kind of sense in it, some kind of meaningful pattern or recipe. Still, no satisfactory answer comes. Until, once in hundreds, maybe thousands of years, a chance appears to make a leap in our understanding of reality.
What can I say?
I don't know. But whatever you make of it, let me bare my soul to you. I think these are rare moments that matter. So, enough talking. Lucas said you had questions. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
Yeah, so it hasn't been fully explored or explained, I guess, how advanced interstellar travel is in the game. However, the fact that Jan is speaking to his ex-wife and she's still alive and around the same age, it seems, that she was when we left Earth, it makes me think we must have FTL travel. Because I see Meerkat says, oh, degraded by the Copernicus cluster? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Bro, we are out there. It's going to take about 4 to 5 centuries before they get here. No rescue mission, only a recovery. Exactly. And that's what I thought at first. But then the more I think about it, I'm like, if that's the case, it would have taken me a couple 100 years to get out here, and therefore nobody on Earth would still be alive. Now, maybe that's true, and maybe they're lying to Jan, and these are all, like, fake voices or whatever, making him think that not a lot of time has gone. Who knows? Could be some big corpo conspiracy. But yeah, now they did mention that the crew did go into cryo, so that explains why our main character is still the same age as when he left. But what it doesn't explain is, yeah, how his ex-wife is still the same age. So I'd have to assume they have some sort of FTL travel in which it only took, you know, maybe a year or two to get out here, but that hasn't been fully explained yet. There is always, yeah, the possibility that they're lying to him as well. Jeff says, I'm going to make a guess right now because I'm a pessimist. They are all AI to help you cope with the hundreds of years of travel it took. And maybe that would be actually a sick plot twist. So maybe we'll get a couple answers here. Maxwell is giving us the opportunity to ask him some questions. Bronny makes a good point. It says they must have FTL communication too because this video call is live. Okay, so I want to ask you about the landing.
Do you know what happened to my crew?
Lucas showed me the records. I have a theory, but it's more of a hunch. I don't have any hard proof to support it.
What is it?
Well, I think it might have been the quantum processing unit that killed them.
What? But that's... No, that's crazy.
Do you read detective stories, Jan? The culprit always needs to have two things. A motive and a means. Well, it certainly had a means to do it.
But why?
Like I said, it's just a hunch. I'm afraid I won't have much more time for now, Jan. Do you have any other questions?
Could you explain your hunch a little bit? Why would the quantum computer be purposefully killing people? And should I be afraid for my own life? I guess we'll rapid fire questions here. The altars.
What will happen?
Fetches another corkboard, pins and string.
I don't know. Yet. I don't need to tell you this is unprecedented. There are no good practices here. But I know one thing. You can trust me and Lucas completely.
Well, that's bullshit.
But if anyone else contacts you, it's absolutely vital you don't tell them anything about the existence of the altars.
That's sus.
Why?
You know very well why, Jan. The law has been violated.
I thought Lucas said the branching was authorized.
You haven't been listening. There are no procedures for this sort of situation.
Then how is it illegal?
There's no one who can officially authorize such an act. At the end of the day, it was your decision to branch yourself.
What the hell are they gonna do to me all the way out here? Persecute me? Like, for cloning myself? I'm not too worried about it.
We will come back to it later, I'm sure. Right now, I'll have to leave you shortly. Is there anything else?
Muffin is here. She's been napping on this chair for the past couple hours, but now she is desperate for pets. It is getting late. We'll actually probably wrap up stream soon. Human cloning research is illegal now. I guess they didn't legalize it in this setting. Yeah, and I understand that, but I just feel like... I don't know. I feel like this is so different from anything that could have even been contemplated by the law, and this is obviously an emergency situation, and like, what are they gonna do? Be like, no, die out there? I don't know. See, it seems weird that we're worrying about the legality of the situation when it's literally life or death. Like, if it was me, I would be like, we'll figure that part out later. Tiff, I'm being very strong here, Tiff. There's a giant-ass spider in my room. Well, I guess you have to burn down your house. I think it's probably best if you just move out now. It's like 3 centimeters across. Oh, it's fast? No, I don't want to hear anything else about this. I'm picturing it. I hate it. And the worst part is I know Muffin would do nothing to save me because she's just as big a baby, if not bigger than me. Okay, we got time for one more question, Maxie. The branching.
The branching procedure. There's a story there. Tell me.
It is something that has been tested long ago within
Look at this girl.
But for completely
desperate for the pets. I'm a strong meerkat. I'm a strong meerkat.
Rudimentary fashion.
Altering mind records?
You're stronger than me, meerkat. I would have already pulled out the lighter.
It's highly classified and I already told you too much. I think you deserve answers, but regarding this matter, like I said, things were tested just for a while. Not much came of it. Now, I'd love to keep on chatting, but I really will need to be ending this call soon. Do you have any more questions?
Jesus, alright, Max. I get it. You're pushing me off this call. No, I'm good. For now. You gave me, like, 0 answers. Literally less than 0. But I am done talking to you, so.
No. I'm good.
Rapidium Arc, Jan. That's what you should focus on right now. Your secret is safe with me and Lucas. Once you come back with a remedy for Earth's ailments, nobody will think of punishing you for how you got it. Remember, just do the right thing. Now, I really have to go, but it was a pleasure talking to you, and we will talk more, I promise.
Whoa, the big yawn from the girly. If that wasn't a mom, can you wrap up stream so we can go to bed yawn? I don't know what is. So we got our new tasks now to build the Rapidium Arc. It turns out we need Rapidium Arcs to get Rapidium to Earth. It costs a lot of resources, but there's no other way. And then obviously we also need to build the research lab and develop a plan for crossing the lava river. Alana walks in. What you doing? Well, I saw a spider, so we will be moving shortly. Also, I will be representing myself in the arson case. Alright guys, I think that's probably a good place for us to end stream. I think the game auto-saves. I hope the game auto-saves. I don't see a way to save. So hopefully after that conversation, everything auto-saved. Yeah, I just see load, quit to main menu, and exit. So we'll call it a night there, folks. Muffin, you want to say goodnight to everybody? We're going to be live again tomorrow. It is a double-header weekend here with the altars, so if you liked your first look at the game tonight, you enjoyed what you saw and are excited to see more, then hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. The game only saves when you go to bed? Oh, that's bullshit. Alright. I'll go down and go to bed. That's a waste of a day. That's lame. But yeah, we'll be live tomorrow at the usual time, which is around 11 a.m. or noon my time. We'll be playing some more altars, so hopefully I will see you guys then. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. I mentioned earlier I had the shittiest of shitty weeks. It was just one of those weeks where everything went wrong. And it was fantastic because I got to hang out with you guys here for 4 hours and play a brand new game and not think about real life for a bit. So thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. TGIF to any of you who has any F left. I've got about 90 minutes of F left on my end, but I think it's S for a lot of you guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. If not, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I know a lot of you guys have a nice long weekend because it is the 4th of July down south, so enjoy your long weekend and whatever activities you take. I'm going to send you guys on a raid before we log off. My good friend Rectorfire, who is a friend of the channel, is currently streaming. He is streaming some Forza Horizon 5, so you can go watch some car racing. Let's go say hello to Rector. And like I said, hopefully I will see some of you guys tomorrow. You killed the spider? Yes! Good job, Meerkat. Good job. Good night, everybody.